bad.
It's just a cigarette like you always used to do.
I was different then, I don't need them to be cool. It's just a cigarette and it harms your pretty lungs.
Well, it's only twice a week, so there's not much of a chance.
It's just a cigarette, it'll soon be only 10.
Honey, can you trust me when I want to stop? I can. It's just a cigarette, and it's just a memory light.
Maybe, but is it worth it if we fight?
It's just a cigarette that I got from Jamie Lee.
Oh, she's gonna get a smack and I'm gonna give you 3. It's just a cigarette, it will soon be only 10. It'll make you sick, girl, there's not much of a chance. It's just a cigarette, you'll be sorry that I did it.
Honey, can you trust me when I want to stop? I can.
An Anglo sent me a carton of cigarettes in the mail. Said I was getting out of control here. Where the fuck is everybody? We said we were gonna go live again.
Are we live now, bro?
Yes.
So how have you been, person?
The song is still playing. I'm waiting for them to come back. They think it's over. They're all screaming about Brian.
So how have you been?
How have I been? Well, after we streamed yesterday, should I just tell the honest story?
Go on. The truth will release you.
Yes. As people know, I like to sell myself out and be very honest. So after I was done yesterday with our stream, I was sweating and sweating and sweating and sweating and very miserable. And then I went to bed early last night and I woke up in sweat. My blankets were everything. I was covered in it was
You
ridiculous.
hear this sob
It was
story
soaked.
justifying his degenerate actions, Squire?
So
Yeah, it sounds like
I
it
went
sounds
to
like
the gas
some-
station and I got some cigarettes.
Excuses.
I did.
sounds like excuses to me, buddy.
I feel
Spokesman
hurt
one.
and betrayed. You know, me and
Spokesman
Squire were
one.
nothing but supportive of you
Yeah,
giving up
Squire's
the smoke.
going around saying I'm still smoking the whole damn time. Meanwhile, I'm like fucking miserable.
What are you-
Okay,
what are
I
you
smoked some
talking
weed.
about?
Okay, I smoked
What
some
are you
weed.
talking about? I was
Oh.
your biggest champion.
Yeah.
I was literally telling everyone that I believed in you.
No,
fucking do
yeah,
this to
he's
me?
going around going,
Do this
you know,
shit to me?
person's really I heard him smoke. I heard him smoke.
Thing is,
He's
the thing
lying
is,
to us.
Perseid, we all heard you smoking on stream.
Oh
No
my
one
God.
bought the "it's an empty vape" story. Like, holy shit!
It is true. That is actually true.
Not only that, but yesterday you admit on air that you broke your smoke fast. I guess a week in to smoke weed.
Yes,
like,
I
come
did.
on, bro.
It's
Yeah,
hard
what
to
the
give
fuck,
up
dude?
everything, man. What do you want from me?
You have no willpower, buddy. You have
Yeah,
no
I
fucking
have no
willpower. at all. Like, what the fuck?
Listen to this guy. Listen to this
Look
guy.
at this fucking NPC behavior.
I am
like,
smoking.
what
I'm smoking right now to deal with
Smoking
it.
Yeah.
right now. Does the spectre of a skeletal gym in a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shell not give you any pause for thought, person?
Oh, please.
No, that could be you, buddy.
You smoke
That
more
could
than I
have been
do.
you.
You hear it, Squire? Ah. Oh my God, that is good.
We have been nothing.
That
We
is
have been
so good.
nothing but supportive. We've
Ah,
gone to
that
bat
is
for
so
you.
good. Oh, dear Lord. I could go back to not being a huge pain in the ass. I thought you guys would be relieved after listening to me being manic for 2
We're
weeks.
relieved you've betrayed our trust.
Well, how did I betray your trust? I told you, literally. As soon as you called me, I told you I broke
Yeah, but
last night.
you lied. We heard you the other day puffing away.
Oh
And
my
now you tell
God.
us that you magically
That's a
last
lie.
night finally broke your
No,
streak.
I really
no,
did.
buddy. You've been
Oh my
lying
God.
to
Are
us
you
this
really
whole
calling me a
time.
liar? I can't
You've
believe
been
you, Squire.
fucking.
I
you
love you more than
betrayed
anybody
our
else.
trust,
You're
buddy.
going to call me a liar?
You betrayed
My
our
brother?
trust. buddy.
Literally
I
my
can't believe
brother?
you.
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe you. I can't fucking believe you.
I can't believe you have the nerve to
It's
literally
like having
sit
your
there and
family yell at you
smoke
on a
right
live
now.
stream.
I know, you're literally smoking right now. You betrayed the
Yeah, well, I am.
Not
I am
only did you
smoking right
betray us, you betrayed the chat, buddy. You
I
betrayed,
betrayed the
Smokes.
chat.
yeah.
Huh?
You betrayed everyone,
Well,
buddy.
everybody was
Piece of
you know,
shit.
Smoke Spit came to me last night and he told me just have a smoke. Also, you really, you know, that's what you really want to do. You want to have this smoke. You want to feel that smoke in your lungs.
You know, I've had to shred. As you're sitting there smoking away, I'm having to put through the shredder at least
You hear
3
that?
scripts that I had already
That's
written.
what it's.
that was
That's
gonna
what it sounds like
grift
when I'm
your
really
demise.
smoking. You hear it, Square?
The scripts that I had written had set up a whole arc where we needed to grift for Persip's cancer fund. Persip was dying of the smokes. We needed to get in the treatment.
Well,
and
I
we were
really
going to
did
grift your
wanna.
corpse through.
I really did want to
It's
quit
Christmas, bro.
smoking, so I guess I'm just gonna have to give up weed for now. I couldn't give up I couldn't give up weed, cigarettes, and coffee all at the same time. It was too hard. It was so hard.
Holy fuck, buddy. You're just addicted to all of Satan's vices, aren't
Yeah, I
you?
know. I know it. I am addicted.
You're addicted to caffeine. You're addicted to
I am addicted to caffeine big time.
drugs.
Not as bad as
You're
Brian.
addicted.
I'm not doing a
You're addicted
5-hour
to
energy 6
cigarettes.
hours a day. Every like 6 5-hour energies a day. What was he doing? Celsiuses? 6 Celsiuses a day?
You know what Brian
Don't
wasn't
do
doing?
it,
Brian
Brian.
wasn't smoking, bro.
Yeah, don't try to deflect on this, buddy.
Yeah, Brian
You know.
wasn't smoking cigarettes. Well, it's your fault, Adam. You're the one who got me addicted to smoking.
Don't blame me for your addiction.
Yeah, what is this? Why are you trying to blame other people for your own problems? Like, what the fuck
You
is this
cannot.
shit?
You cannot. If you're a smoker, you would know this. Some G.
Well, I'm
It
not,
says
buddy.
when you drink your coffee in the morning, you always accompany it with a cigarette or your vape. You smoke. And when you drink your cup of coffee and you can't smoke, it is the worst feeling ever. It's horrible. You feel miserable. It's just...
Look at him cackling now that he's inhaling Satan's smoke.
I am
Yeah.
cackling about it.
Literally seduced
Oh,
by Satan.
it's such a relief.
This
Now I can deal with
explains-
everything. I'm not a neurotic mess. I'm not as much of a neurotic mess. I'm still a neurotic
This
mess, but I'm not as much as
explains,
of
this
a
explains
neurotic
why
mess.
Persip's a homosexual, because he just fought, it just, you know, no self-control at all.
Did you really want me to quit smoking, buddy? I know you're a
We all
teetotaler.
did.
Yeah,
It
we all
wasn't just
did.
us two. It was like
Yeah.
the audience.
Oh,
It was-
please.
I mean,
So-
you know who I feel most sorry for? The man who actually did believe in you. The man who was like
Oh.
sending me and Squire DMs in private going, I'm really rooting for Persip. And that's Andrew.
You
didn't betray us, you betrayed Blackface
You think he's... Well, Squire's going, well, he's still smoking anyway. It doesn't even matter.
You were smoking anyway!
Why
No.
though?
You
Why are you
You were
laughing?
smoking a joint, bro!
Oh,
Like,
I'm a, so
come
let's
on.
expose Godwinson right now. Let's do a little expose. So Godwinson called me yesterday and he goes, you know what, man? I tried to quit smoking and they gave me everybody in my life. Everybody wanted me to go back to smoking. Everybody wanted me to do it. And sometimes you need a vice in your life. And I said, do you
I
really?
did not say these words. I have no idea what you are referring to.
You need a vice in your life. Come on. You're a neurotic mess. Just smoke. Just control it a little bit. Don't smoke as much as you were.
I think Percep is under his own snake gnosis spell from fucking all this snakery and shit.
Well,
I think
he's
he's just
looking
too
imagining.
much
Yeah,
film.
Godwinson did try to stop smoking and he failed too. He lasted as long as I did 2 weeks. Because I was a neurotic mess. The great smoke
I
stick
feel I
debate.
should clarify, Persip, that I didn't break my smoke fast with various joints, bro. I feel like you have crossed a line here.
Yes.
Okay, and what is your solution?
Don't smoke.
Yeah, don't smoke. How
Well, I'm
hard
gonna
is
try
that,
it.
buddy?
I'm gonna try to.
He's going to try it again, folks. Are
gonna
we going to
try again.
believe him this time?
Are we gonna believe him this time, boys? Are we gonna believe him this time?
Mr. Fibble says being
Like, what
gay
the fuck?
is enough of a vice, Persip. Well, you know, he's right. But why didn't you chew nicotine gum? I'm not chewing no nicotine gum.
Just chew the gum, buddy.
I'm not going to make a concerted effort to give up the nicotine, no. I'm going to lie to you instead.
Well, how are you? What's the difference? It's still nicotine. The nicotine is the problem. It's still nicotine, whether you're chewing it or you're doing.
I think the tar
tincture.
is the problem, man. The tar on your lungs that you get from smoking the
I got a
cigarettes.
vape.
is the problem.
I got a nice.
Do you want to
vape.
be a?
This?
Do you want to
this
be a
vape
fucking
is
teenage?
Pina colada. I was inspired. It's a pina colada vape.
You hear how he's changing his story, Squire? Last night he had to go to the gas station to pick up cigarettes. Now it's a pina
Vape,
colada
vape.
vape.
Well, what's the
Lots of
difference?
vape.
What's the difference?
I think Percip just wants to be a teenage mutant ninja turtle like Jim. I think that's what it is.
You want to eat the dog, bro?
Yeah, you want to eat the dog? Do you want to
You
fucking?
need an Asian wife for that. Only Asians
You
know how
want
to
to fuck?
prepare
You
the
want
dog.
to fuck some fat Asian woman, and not make any children with her?
You want to be the father to Shannon Gaines?
Yeah, you want
Oh
to
my
be
God.
Gator's daddy?
Well, then I think that is a reason. I think probably Gator's father is smoking everything that he can get his hands on at this point. Don't you think?
Well, his dad's like Native American, so he's probably like drunk and smoking everything.
Well, yeah, he's native, so you know how they are on the reservation. They can't get enough of that white man's firewater.
I just want to say I think it's such an evil thing that you've done, Percy.
Oh,
I
my
can't.
God.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe he lied to us like this.
Lied to you? I literally told you the truth.
No, you didn't. You've been lying this whole time.
Oh,
This
my.
whole
See, you're
time.
pulling a Phil. You're pulling a DSP where you lie about something huge to
Mhm.
cover up the fact that you're lying about all this little shit. You know,
Yeah.
You're
like
so
this is
mean
your
to me,
WWE
Squire.
champion, buddy. This is
I
your
was
WWE
smoking a
champion.
smokeless vape.
You're
Like,
so
come on.
yeah. It is a small. It is.
I'm
It's
just-
a vape.
I'm just puffing on my thumb, you guys. I'm not puffing on it.
It's a geek bar. It's a pina colada geek bar.
And how many joints have you had accompanying this, bro?
Yeah.
0. I haven't smoked weed since I'm trying to think.
We can't even remember the last.
You can't even remember the story that he relayed last
Probably
night. That's what he's trying
It
to
was
say.
Tuesday
Literally minutes.
when
Tuesday.
I already admitted to Squire I smoked the weed.
Do you hear this, Adam? He's talking about the joints he's going to smoke
I
in the
smoked
future.
the wacky tobacco. I think that was Tuesday.
But it's Tuesday
It was
here
really
right now.
good.
So, I mean,
It's really
5 minutes
good
ago.
weed. You know when you get a whiff of the weed that's real good? You gotta smoke it. Well, that's what happened.
No, weed is disgusting, bud. I don't know what you're
Oh
talking
my God, Squire. Squire's such a teetotaler. We gotta get Squire some weed. I would love to see Squire high on some weed. We gotta.
Hey, don't try to
You wanna
corrupt
fetch
me.
Squire?
We gotta get Squire
Bro.
hooked up. We gotta get Squire to smoke.
I'm
I would
Hey,
love to see
I'm-
Squire.
I am not joining you in the synagogue of Satan, buddy.
I would love to see Squire high. Can you imagine?
No.
Squire's giant ass high as a kite.
No.
I would love to see that. I really would.
You know what I'd love to see you? You know what I'd love to see you not be
Come
a
on,
degenerate addict.
give me a Christmas present. Let's smoke some weed together.
I'd just love to see some honesty from you, bro.
Yeah, that's all I want.
You want to see some honesty? Well, I am being honest. This is what this whole thing is about. Giving you a chance to publicly shame me.
Are you lighting up another one? I can hear
I
a
hear him lighting up another one. I hear him. Yeah.
Are you lighting the pina colada vape, or is it a cigarette, bro?
You can hear me lighting up something?
We can see you lighting up on every stream we've done for the past 2 weeks, bro.
Oh, you are such a liar.
Maybe he's lighting some scented candles, buddy. You know.
Of course, it's just a candle, guys.
You heard me lighting something?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You guys are unbelievable. What am I lighting? What am I lighting up? Squire would only do MDMA and magic mushrooms. Would you do magic mushrooms, Squire? I think that would probably be bad for Squire. That, I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't think Squire can handle. Let's try weed first. The magic mushroom.
I don't do drugs, okay? I'm not
I had a pretty magical experience on magic mushrooms, so I wouldn't...
I'm sure you did, buddy.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sure you did.
I've had a few magical experiences with magic mushrooms.
Did you get them from the old guy from AOL, buddy?
The old guy from AOL? What are you talking about? Oh, no. Oh, my God. No. He's lighting the menorah for the SIDS.
Yeah.
Can you hear me lighting up the menorah?
Buddy.
I'm going to try again.
Oh, come on.
Listen to this.
It's like the boy who cried wolf here. It's like the Brian who cried
You know I've tried a few.
here,
I've tried a
that's
few times, but I really love the smoking. I don't know what to say. It's kind of embarrassing because I never ever thought that I would. If you asked me even like 3 years ago if I'd be smoking, I'd say absolutely not. Why would I do something like that?
It's just a hopeless addict.
This is it's addictive substance. I wish it
I think
didn't
the
work
worst
so
thing
well.
about you, Persip, isn't the smokes necessarily. It's that you're addicted to the weed, bro.
Addicted to the weed?
Yeah.
You know I'm not addicted to the weed.
Oh, buddy, come on. How many
bro.
times, chat? How many times has Person been high on stream?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot. A lot. Oh my god. I've been high on stream a lot. Especially when I was doing the shows with Ralph. I would get really high for those. Well, listen,
Yeah,
I
don't
work,
blame Ralph.
I work a tough job, man. The weed, man, it melts away the pain, man.
Person was literally
You're not
like a
feeling no
siren to get Ralph to relapse the other day. You hear him trying to blame Ralph,
Yeah.
even though
What?
you're the one who got him to relapse?
It's like talking to Shaggy
Yeah.
from Scooby-Doo at times, bro.
You're saying I got Ralph to relapse now? I don't think Ralph needs any help.
You broke Ralph's sobriety on a stream by,
The reality is, on the high stuff, there's really no difference
accusing him
between
of
my
blowing smoke
personality high.
into his child's face.
Yeah, why would you do such a thing, Person? Why are you trying to grift off of Ralph's misery?
Broke the man's sobriety.
Listen, if you
I
watch
knew
that
you
live
full
stream,
well
you would
that you were
know
not a sober man.
that
I didn't
Ralph,
realize you were 600 pounds, buddy.
if you watch that stream, you
Grifting
would
up
know
Ralph.
that Ralph demanded that I pull up that clip and put up a poll. So,
Would you give a loaded gun to a suicidal person, buddy?
I don't know, would you? Yes. Yeah, you
Depends on who it is.
Yeah, you would. They'd rather you die of a fentanyl OD than smoke weed. For shame. Snake behavior, Ralph should destroy you.
I agree.
Well, I don't know what to say about that, man. Are you really disappointed or what? Is there
Yes.
real genuine disappointment?
Absolutely. I think he
I'm
needs to go.
disappointed that we've had to listen to the bullshit for 2 weeks on every call.
Yeah.
Well,
On every
weren't you
show.
tired of listening to it?
On every stream.
Me bitching about not being able to smoke. There's nothing like it. There's nothing that gives me serenity.
You were like, I'm smoke free now. It's so great.
I was feeling really good the beginning of last week, and then over the weekend, I was really feeling like trash. And enabling a recovering addict. Ralph never really loses Percip. Be careful. Well, yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm a hypocrite. I said I was going to stop smoking, and I cracked.
What made you want to stop the smoking, though, Percip? Let's go into that.
What made
What
me want to
prompted it?
stop
What
it?
was the catalyst?
Brian.
Yeah, what was the catalyst?
Brian was the catalyst. Listening to Brian be completely schizophrenic in a phone call made me want to stop smoking, because I felt like, what am I doing with my life? I just listened to a completely psychotic man tell me that everything is not real for like 2 hours. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't been on the internet for 6 months. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I flagged your videos. I have my own private contact at YouTube, but I don't know what's happening. I never watch any of your streams. I don't know what's happening.
How can you
just
sit there and
apologize.
blame Brian?
Oh,
The amount of
I can blame
times
Brian.
already in this call that
Mhm.
you've blamed other people and not yourself.
Well, clearly
Brian
it's
is
my
not
fault.
going out there buying packs of cigarettes and then lighting them up and putting them in your mouth for you to inhale. That's
How
not
do you
Brian.
know that? He did it. Brian, the spirit of Brian, and he went in my mind, and he said, "Just smoke, Percip. Smoke to deal with all of your problems. Just smoke all your problems away in a puff of smoke."
This is the same mentality that PPP uses every time he eats. He blames Ralph.
Yes.
He blames Ralph. I bet he does. Well, I was able to lose all the weight at least. That wasn't that difficult. Giving up the food wasn't so bad. It was the smoking. Brian is actually Smoke Spick. It's possible. I believe that Smoke Spick was a sock of Brian that only I could see in my mind. You know? Is this silence? Now I'm getting the silent treatment. This is the level of disappointment I'm getting?
What more do you want us to say, Percip, other than express our disappointment over and over and over again?
I don't know. Squire had a lot to say. Now he has nothing to say. We started the stream and now Squire has nothing to say. He was screaming at me before and now Squire is completely quiet.
I'm just fucking disgusted with you, buddy, honestly. I'm just disgusted. I can't believe you. Betray our trust.
I'm starting to think that Brian was right.
Is
That's
Brian?
where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that too.
How was Brian right?
Maybe you're the one that's schizophrenic, buddy.
Spell
Maybe
it out.
Brian is the righteous one.
Well,
you're the-
I always told you that was possible.
Well, maybe it is, buddy. I think Brian was right about you, buddy.
Yeah.
You are a fucking snake.
Jeez,
You
Squire.
piece of shit.
Jeez, Squire.
Create our trust like this.
Oh my god. What do you want from me?
I'm stunned that we're half an hour in and you haven't even apologized to Andrew yet. Like, what a piece
I'm
of shit.
sorry.
Yeah, you haven't apologized.
Stop calling
to
him
Like-
Andrew.
Like, what the fuck?
Stop calling me bitch. I apologize, Blackface Kermit, for this betrayal. Could we summon Andrew? Does Andrew have anything to say about this?
I think Andrew's gone off for a pack of smoke. He ain't ever coming back now.
you think he's long gone? Is there anything else to now? What was the intro into the stream again? Besides shaming me for the smoking. This is boring as fuck. Well, I don't know. There was a little more vitriol going. Now we don't have any vitriol. Well, it's vitriol, but it's like just disappointment and shame and quiet, which is the most uncomfortable. But it's not particularly interesting to the audience.
Well, I was expecting to see some sort of accountability person, not you blaming Brian for all your problems.
It is my ultimately, of course, it's my fault. It's my life. It's my fault that I decided to go out and buy a vape last night. It's definitely my fault. I definitely broke. But you know, sometimes you need a little vice in your life. I'm gonna try to give it up. Tell us a gay story. What kind of gay story do you want? A blast from the past. Well, you know, you start smoking because things are difficult in life. And you need a little, especially when you get older, you know. When you get older, you need a vice to deal with being an adult, I guess. So that is my excuse. Is it a good excuse? Of course it's not a good excuse.
I don't know, buddy. I don't smoke and I drive a Tesla, so.
Well, look at your teetotaler, Squire.
Don't you
What
think
the
you
fuck
got
does
enough
that even
vices,
mean?
Percip?
What are all my vices?
Isn't this a vice, bro?
Homosexuality,
Well, we're
cigarettes,
all... Listen,
weed.
this vice, I mean, what are we going to do with that?
I don't know, buddy. We were going to take you to that fucking gay conversion therapy thing that Milo is running, but you didn't want to go.
Yeah, well...
And he used the same
Something
excuse
tells
last
me
time.
that
Remember
that
when we were
doesn't
gonna?
work.
Remember we were gonna enroll him in that, and then he said, "Oh,
Yeah.
we all need one vice, buddy." As he racked up 3 others.
I mean, it's just a little righteous electrocution, buddy. Like, you can handle it.
I don't think it worked for Milo. I don't see any results there. I don't see any results.
Milo has a wife and children now. He's in a
It does-
contest
Yeah,
with
what
Nick
the fuck?
Fuentes to impregnate a woman, isn't he? I saw the
Well-
contract he signed.
So there's no wife and kids
Yeah.
yet. Just trying to get one.
They've got till
Well, at
Christmas,
least
haven't
he's
they?
trying.
Something
buddy.
tells me I don't
He's
think Milo
trying.
could get it up for a woman. Doesn't he have like a giant black husband? I don't think Milo is gonna be fucking any women anytime soon. Check to sodomy clock. The clock struck 12.
See, Adam, there he goes again, trying to get someone else to relapse.
The irony
I
is,
know.
I haven't been a sodomite for a while now. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's why I'm smoking. Maybe I have to go back to the sodomy angle. I don't know.
Maybe the problem is that you're a degenerate addict, Percy. And it
Yeah.
stops there.
You think I'm a degenerate drug addict? Well,
Yes.
Brian agrees with you. He's on
I
drugs.
mean, the amount of times me and Squire have sat here on stream, you've
Yeah.
called us, you've summoned us to come on a stream,
He's on
and
drugs.
it's been so technically incompetent that it might as well be streamed by a
Well, what do
chimp
you say? If
doing
Brian
the
is
obvious.
right about me, Brian says that you're fucking prostitutes and doing coke in motel rooms.
Don't change the subject. About,
yeah,
you know.
change
Don't
the
change the
subject.
subject.
What do you have to say about that? If Brian is so right
This
about
is
me,
not
what about
This
you?
is about Brian, buddy.
What about
Like,
you?
The only thing about Brian is that Brian was right. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that we need
Brian
to
was
say.
correct. You doxed
Brian
his
was-
wife, bro.
See, the chat agrees
Yeah, I
with
can't
me.
believe he
Smoking over
doxed his
sodomy.
wife. He literally told Adam to pull it up on here.
He's a drug addict. You can't talk to him anymore. He's doing cocaine in hotels with prostitutes. He fucked a lady. He's lying. He's in love with her. He's gonna betray you. Brian was
see,
right.
I haven't been gay for a while, guys. I'm just an innocent Persian snake.
Yes.
Do you see how the snake recoils and starts to mock when you get close to the truth.
Starts spitting his venom.
Yeah.
Start spitting his venom. Well, that's true. It could. I mean, that also. I never thought about it from that angle, chat. That might be part of the problem. Is that I broke up with the person I was dating on and off for like a few years, and that's definitely pushing me towards the smokes. I got to solve one of these issues. Definitely do have to solve one of these issues. I don't know what I don't know how I'm going to do that. How do you think I'm going to do that?
I don't
Offering
know.
you any advice would be just wasting.
Do you think we need money for rehab? I definitely couldn't afford to go to rehab.
I'm not paying for your fucking rehab.
Well, no, the audience could pay for it.
Well, why
Can
would
you
they?
imagine?
Why would they pay for your rehab?
You know how you could pay for your rehab, bro, if you stopped spending your money on cigarettes and weed.
Yeah, and you got a fucking job. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the weed is cheap. Cigarettes are much more expensive than weed. At the end of the day, per month cost, it's like 5 times, for sure, 6 times maybe.
I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
How much
not
do
a
you
lot of-
spend on smokes a week, Adam?
I don't smoke.
You just smoked on the last stream.
No, he didn't.
I don't
He
know
was
what you're
just
talking
smoking
about.
it to the camera.
You're
Is that another
delusional,
one of my
buddy.
hallucinations?
Yes. Just like Smoke Stick was a complete hallucination.
Well, they want to send me to Milo's conversion camp, so you can pay for that as well. You could put in whatever you want me to spend the money on. Because Mr. Swivel says, I'll donate for electric shock treatment. Okay. I'll accept that. You have to apologize, person.
But you have to
Godwinson
live
was blameless. It was expected of him.
You have to live stream. it,
You
though.
platformed Brian's wife's docs on your channel, going after a hetero man, a family man.
You did. That's true. You tried to break up their marriage. too.
Clearly, I'm more guilty than Godwinson. Even though
I was just doing what it was my. All I was doing.
even though
was what was
Godwinson opened up the
expected of
stream
me.
and said, "Persip, I'm gonna break every rule we discussed, but don't take down the stream, please." Yeah, okay.
Painful.
Could I blame it on Ashton? Who could I blame it on? Who would be valid to blame this on except for myself? If I'm taking the Brian advice, who could I blame this on? I could blame it on you guys.
Oh,
What?
don't
You're
go
gonna
blaming
turn
us
this on
for your
us?
shit.
I could blame
What
it
the
on
fuck?
you.
You're gonna turn this on us when we were nothing but supportive.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could pull a Brian and blame this on you.
We were loyal, buddy.
You caused me to smoke these cigarettes, you piece of shit! You ruined my life! I had pop-ups in the mail, how am I not supposed to smoke? But it comes off as schizophrenic as Brian to do that. It just comes off crazy.
Maybe instead of seeking blame, you could just blame yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
So I think you need to open the floor up now to allow your loony bin.
You wanna open the
Yeah.
floor up call-in channel?
Yeah.
Let them flay you, bro. Because all I can express is complete disappointment and feelings
Yeah,
of betrayal.
I have nothing else really to say about this topic, so. But I'm pretty sure there's people in the chat that would like to have a frank and candid conversation with you about this.
Okay. Alright, we'll milk it. Give me a second, I'll make the server.
I mean, how many times do you have to invoke Brian's name in order to...
I know. Literally, I've told Persip, stop talking about Brian. But every stream, it's Brian this, Brian that.
Brian this, Brian that, the Brian voice.
Yeah, the Brian
Same
voice.
recycle Brian memes on a loop.
I can't
Guy
help
has a
that.
family, buddy.
The
Is that
man's
right?
a normal guy
He's a family
working a
man.
job, a family man.
Average Joe.
Well, when I said let's leave Brian alone for Christmas, what did you guys do? You... My children are in that video, you piece of shit! Oh, look, Brian is actually in chat. That's actually you, Bri. Brian 1 is actually Bri. Is it? Oh, it's a fake Brian sock. Oh, come on. Can you believe it's a fake Brian
Well, his
sock?
handle is in fact at Persip's rope.
Maybe that is Brian.
It might well be Bri.
That
to
might
be
well
honest.
be Brian. Persip's rope.
I'm gonna do this song. We'll play this in. Let's jump over. We already have callers ready.
All right, I'll be there in a minute. I'm
Yeah,
doing some stuff. Give me a minute.
give me a sec.
Should I just go over there by myself?
Yeah, I'll
I
come.
think
I'll
this
come
is
in just a
okay.
moment.
I'll be in there in a minute.
Hello. What do you have to say?
So I have to listen to the stream to hear the other two, or am I just talking to you?
Yes.
No, I mean,
Yes.
so
Is
I'm
this
talking
Deep Throat? Deep Throat got a new voice filter. Hold on.
perhaps. What I'm saying is the stream, do I have to like listen to it to hear the other two, or I'm just talking to you right now? But also the
Yes.
stream.
Tell me, Deep Throat, what are your thoughts on this? Do you blame Godwinson for this? Because I do.
Well, I mean, everything's really not your fault. Is how it goes. Honestly, everything's somebody else's fault. You know, everything is Brian Dunn's fault, PPP's fault. I think we all need to take
Yeah.
personal responsibility here, as one would say.
Well, it kind of is PPP's fault because he's fat. Because he's eating out of control. He
It'll
said
be
horrible
2065.
things about me. How am I supposed to deal with that without smoking?
You're going to be going into you're going to be going to the hospital for lung cancer. They're going to be telling you it's over for you, and you're going to hospice with
Well,
Jim.
the vape is just
Just
what
like
is
that,
that? It's water vapor, right? With that sweet nicotine that makes everything feel so much better in life.
I'm sure
I'm
some
talking
people
about
have, like,
actually way happier when I'm smoking.
I'm sure in a few years it's going to come out that like those have cancerous materials, and
I'm
like they're
probably
like,
a lot funnier when I'm not smoking because I'm very manic. Do you think I'm
Why is
fucking the
that?
content by smoking?
I don't know if it's because you're smoking. I think you're just cutting the content because you can't go to New Horizons there.
New Horizons? What the hell is New Horizons?
People want more. So the people want more nectar. They don't want to be stuck in, the flat circle of time. 2020 or 2018 never ended. It's still going on. It's an endless loop of PPP to Perspic to PPP to Perspic and Brian Dunn. And it will
Well,
never
maybe
ever
I got
end.
all these addictive habits from hanging around PPP for so long. Watching it grow to something happen.
Haven't you been at A-Log more than you've been on his team, though, at this point?
It's probably 50-50. It's probably 50-50. I don't have the Betrayal or Ashton that perhaps other people have.
But
Not a lot,
erotic.
you know.
If you were like a step away from becoming a medical doctor, how are you this neurotic? You just like go into the patient, or like you're being watched by what's it called, a fellowship or whatever you're doing, and they're like, I'm one of the head doctors watching you. Then you just like had a panic attack. I don't think that's true though. I'm sure a hospital environment's far more stressful than like talking to Brian Dunn.
You think a hospital environment is far more stressful than talking to Brian?
I guess because
I'd say, having experience in both of those fields, I would say, I gotta really think about this. Which is more stressful, working in an ER or Brian? Well, I really have to think about this, bro. Like, they're pretty almost equivalent. They're pretty much almost equivalent. Who's making chirping noises? Are you making chirping noises?
I think this is telling me it's Tree Lane that's doing it.
Oh, it's the Squire that's doing it. Squire, why aren't you talking?
Buddy, I can't do this if you're going to be doing the fucking robot voice the whole time. Holy fuck.
Oh my god, well, I'm just doing that for Deep Throat. Hold on.
Okay. Squire hates the Squire hates, sometimes in private calls I'll do it to him just to annoy the shit out of him. I'll put on one of the filters.
Oh my god.
The Squire hates Kino and Nectar. That's just the.
Yeah, I could do this voice, Squire. How about like this?
Oh, person, don't use your real voice. What are you doing?
I could do this voice.
Why are you using your real voice?
I could do this
Adam,
voice.
did you just hear that? Person used his real voice.
My real voice. This is my real voice.
That's your
That's
real
his
voice.
real voice, Squire.
That's
That's
his real
snake
voice. Yeah,
That's the
it's
certain
fucking-
voice
the
of that
audio
surfer.
filter is dropped. He just did his real voice, chat. That's person's real voice.
Can you imagine if I was can you imagine that I choose my real voice as a voice that was, you know, like the voice I use for streaming? That'd be terrible. Terrible.
I can imagine that you almost exclusively
Yeah.
used this voice when you were talking with Ashton and all those conversations I recorded.
Oh, Ashton, eat for me on the camera, please. Ooh. Oh, yes,
Ashton
finish
preferred
off
your
that
real
family
voice,
bag size of potato chips for me, baby.
That's real. That's what happened, though. Objectively, like, that's all happened. It's covering up.
You think that's what happened?
Could be.
That
Could
is
be.
though. Those calls are lost like tears in the rain.
I think like Gator would probably get off to that voice. It's labeled as elf in the that's
I'm
a
stunned.
10,000-year-old elf
jump,
princess voice.
you jumped out of the call with me and Squire. You jump onto a call with, you know, Logopolis here.
Deep Throat.
And attempted to get out of any attempt of accountability by deflecting away at all and sundry, repeating the same line of defense that you just used at me and Squire. You've learned nothing.
Well, it's a
Who's
good line of
personal
defense.
responsibility there?
Of course it's my
Brian's
fault.
fault. It's PPP's
Of course
fault. It's
my
everybody
fault.
else's
It's
fault.
not anybody else's. In reality,
Hiding
of course
behind
it's my
a voice
fault.
changer person. You know, like, what are you doing?
I wasn't hiding behind a voice changer.
You are right now, buddy. Go back to your real voice.
Go back to your real voice.
Yeah, the chat should hear your
Would
real
you
voice.
guys talk to me if I sounded like that all the time? You want me to go back to
That's
it?
why we asked you not to.
Squire
use your real
hates
voice.
the voice. He really hates the voice, Morph.
Which one do you
He
use?
sits down and he
Bro?
goes, "Shut the fuck up. Can't take this." Which voice do you want me to go to?
The voice of confession, the voice of accountability, the voice of truth. Maybe that voice, bro.
I think you need to use that voice to apologize to everybody, to Ralph, to Brian, to
sorry.
PPP, and
I'm
yourself.
sorry, everybody. I mean, it's my fault. I take full accountability. I love smoking. And I'm weak.
This is what you're going to sound like
messed
if you
up.
keep smoking, buddy.
That's how you are going to sound. If you don't close the CVE percip, the universe will suffer an entropic collapse and you'll just end up like Jim.
Well, my
We'll
bones
die
are
falling
going
off
to
the
turn to
telescope
glass.
tower.
My bones are going to turn to glass.
You know, he's been saying that for 1 year. I was going through his Reddit, and they were like posting about a year ago. And a year ago, he said he had 2 weeks to live. I can post this if I can find it, but
Deep
been
Throat,
going
what do you
on.
think of these revelations that he's in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle clamshell now? Do you believe him?
no, these are the same revelations he did 2 years ago. He's been saying this for 3 years.
But
Yeah,
we've not had him besuited in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shell before. I mean, this is
he
new
might
even
have said
from-
he was in some kind of
He
brace
said-
before.
He posted a thing from his doctor saying he lost 15 to 25% of his vertebrae height from like his bones collapsing. Give me a second, I'll post it. This is like 2 years ago. So, I mean, this is like the same thing over and over again.
Okay, Deep Throat. Yes, give us the scoop here. Let's do a little comparison.
Do you think Jim even has any bones left, or do you think he's like just a giant slime now?
He's like Kirby.
Yeah, he's like Kirby.
Fucking in them dogs.
I don't play Fallout, but somebody who did told me he's like the master from that game. I don't know how true that is, but they told me it was a funny comparison.
Yeah, so let's talk about nicer things like Jim dying.
Well, let's.
Can you feel
let's
the
hear-
sunshine?
Let's in fact dip into the future, Percy, and meet what you'll become. The spectre of your own doom.
Yeah, because Jim is your future, buddy. Let's be
Okay.
honest.
It's all from a year ago, by the way, these posts.
You're gonna be living in some house that the paypigs in the chat bought for you. You're gonna have, instead of some fat Asian woman, you're gonna have some little Asian man cooking for you and like washing your feet and shit while you're dying of like
a little
cancer
Asian
AIDS,
man?
whatever the fuck.
This doesn't
Little
sound
Asian.
so bad.
Little Asian man.
You want a little Asian man, Percy? Is that what it's all
This doesn't
for?
sound so bad. I mean, you're gonna guarantee me a little
I always
Asian
had
guy,
you down as a big black bull man. I don't know.
a big black bull. No, I don't want a big black bull. No interest.
Oh my god, these tweets, Deep Throat. Holy shit! And these are from when?
They're
Well, he
some
thinks
red
everybody
ones.
forgot these lies, so he's telling new ones. But he's just recycling the old ones.
I just don't know why he's decided to include the clamshell in the new ones. Why would you admit to wearing a big clamshell?
Well, his bones are constantly breaking. And it makes no sense, like, how, if all of your bones are breaking and turning to dust, how are they magically healing and mending back together?
But he has no congenital disease, by the way. He has a possible one, but they don't know what it is.
It's
even
not
though he's had the
possible.
experience.
It's not possible. All of the congenital diseases that you could have for, like, a bone, you know, like, there are a variety of disease. Like, he could have Ehlers-Danlos, he could have osteogenesis imperfecta, like Hot Wheels. He could have any of these diseases, and they would cause him to have glass bones like this. And they're easily identifiable. They're all, you know, when they did that DNA test, they would all come up if he had any of these. But Jim is so rare. He's such a, you know, such a treasure to humanity. So unique that he has a disease that is undiagnosable that he miraculously lives through every time. So not only does he have the lottery, like 1 in 10 billion of a completely undiscovered disease, but he's winning the lottery every year by mysteriously surviving them.
And he's also winning the lottery by getting, say, a 1 in 1 million chance of getting TB in 2018.
All right,
If
who
you look
wants
at
to
the-
read these? Does anybody want to take a shot at reading these?
I think you can go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay.
bro.
All right, we'll read this one first, because this is a different part of his spine, and I don't
In
know
the
how
Elaine
he's
voice.
feeling pain. In what voice?
Elaine voice.
The Elaine voice? Okay. It says, Elaine voice, okay. I'm going to need a match suit to take a shit at the rate things are going. Given the recent downward trend and associated costs, I'm probably going to end up streaming again here and reopening the merch shop for a bit. You know, to graft off this fake illness. This will be a short term until they load me up with as many goofballs I'm drooling. I mean, this could be worse, I suppose. I could have had a Mexican whore steal my purse. Looks to the sky. Thank God for that not happening. That sort of tragedy might have been too much. I'll post info when I have it. Probably at the end of the month. We'll see. And this is X-ray spine, 3 lumbar view, lumbar back pain, CT chest, abdomen, and pelvis. It says new L3 superior end plate compression fracture with approximately 15 to 25% of lost vertebral body height. No evidence of retropulsion. of fracture fragments. Normal lumbar lordotic curvature, mild convex, less scoliotic curvature with apex at L2, just like Elaine. Mild degenerative disc height loss at L3, L4, and L4 to L5. Mild multi-level lumbar predominant facet. What is that word? Arthrosis. Arthrosis. I think that arthrosis. Non-obstructive bowel gas pattern. Yes, go ahead, German man.
People in chat are saying PPP just uploaded. They want to see the video.
PPP just uploaded. Do you want to see this?
Yes.
All right, we'll come back to you, Jimbo. We'll come back to Jim. Hold on, I gotta just move this up so it's in front of all the images for right now. Okay. Let's pull up this new PPP video. What's the new PPP video about?
I don't know. Apparently it was uploaded just now.
Okay. Oh, it's and him with Andy. Oh my God, what is he wearing in this? What I don't understand, who dresses him?
Screen. I don't think it's showing.
The goodwill.
Oh, hold on. I'll share my screen here so everybody can see what's going on. Oh, we are on share screen. Okay. It's already done. Are you ready for this? Gonna cut the music.
Ah! Good lord. What is that he's wearing?
What is that outfit?
Also, wait. Pause it. What's going on? His hair looked kind of normal in the video yesterday. Now his hair is back to looking like fucking Britney.
Well, I don't know. He clearly, like, dyed his hair again. What is his fascination with dyeing his fucking hair? Like, what is the fascination with that?
He's an attention whore. And like
Also,
all attention
chat,
whores, he all keeps.
Look at the background. Look at all the children's decorations that they have in the black background. Clearly, they're just trying to attract as many children as possible to watch the stream.
I mean,
look at Ashton's very colorful shirt, kind of, very colorful, like a clown.
Well, Andy obviously barely did anything, but PPP, I don't know. That had to be expensive. That's a lot.
Well,
of
the thing is,
decorations for
Andy wants to come off as the serious one.
yes,
Because
Andy doesn't want to be seen as goofy.
no, he doesn't want to be seen as a
He wants
clown.
to be seen
Ashton,
as
however,
serious.
clearly wants to be seen as a clown.
But do we really believe that PPP put all those decorations up himself? Like, that is a lot of work for a man
Almost
that
looks like
plays,
he's sitting on a
600
set
pounds.
or something, doesn't it? Like,
It
where
does
the
look
hell
like a
is
green
that?
screen. It's like a green screen almost.
It's bizarre. And he's got like a Jim Sterling skeleton in the background.
We know it's not a green screen. It has to be real because he filmed the last video in there. If you remember, he had that Jim Sterling skeleton, and we was talking nonsense.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
We had a different camera angle in that video, so it has to be real. It's not a green screen.
well, he seems very happy here.
He probably just sat on some children.
Baby, it's good to be back. We're rested,
You think there's a
we're
bowl of
relaxed,
candy
we're
somewhere?
Refreshed. Thank you guys
I
for
don't
letting
think
us
I don't think a bowl of candy though to lure children is gonna last more than 5 seconds. Ashton's gonna eat all of it.
take that break. I know there's fucking people out there who work 10, 20 years for a company, don't get to take a month off. We're so blessed. Life's
Thank
so
you.
wonderful. But we've invested back in the studio. We've got costumes. You haven't seen our costume for today. We're not going to spoil it. but I think it's going to be a fun one. You guys are going to like it.
Oh
We're
my
going
god.
today. We're going tomorrow. We're going the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Boom,
Because we
boom.
have a
Oh my
lot to
God.
get caught up on.
And we just
We're
posted
doing,
this Week in Cuckada, by the way.
This
Season
week in Cuckada
2.
is on the
This
Gun Road,
Week in
so go
Cuckada.
resubscribe if you canceled.
It was
Say
really good, by the way.
subscribed if you are subscribed.
It was
if
really
you
good.
never subscribed for, I think that was actually my favorite Cuckada episode.
It was so fun. And our energy's
done-
higher. It feels better
Yeah,
now,
I
you know?
feel really good. I
Yeah,
feel
me
really
too.
good. But we're doing kind of a recap show from September and some newer stuff that's happened as well.
Some newer
we're
stuff?
talking about Ricada. We're doing the Ricada
Newer stuff, Ricada.
recap.
Yeah, baby.
Emotions
Ricada
are
recap,
denied.
newer stuff. Ricada. Ricada. Has anything new happened with the Ricada case?
By the way, look at the background. You see that fucking screen above Ashton's head?
Yes.
That's literally what Phil has.
That's
Except
the
Ashton
Phil
has a
screen.
bigger
Yeah,
version.
that's the DSP
Yeah, that's a
screen.
bigger version.
Phil told
Yeah.
him to get it.
Yeah.
Phil definitely told him to get that.
He's omnipotent. We've got him like talking about going to rehab. It's kind of sad. 'Cause he's learned fucking nothing. We've got Aaron talking about how Ricada always would lick his
It's
face.
very sad that someone's
thought
trying to
it was
cure their
like a-
addiction.
Who's trying to cure an addiction?
He just said it's very sad that Rackets is talking about going to rehab.
Oh, well, yeah.
But wouldn't that be a good thing, buddy?
No, because
It's a Christian man, by the way, Christian man.
wow, the absence of Christianity.
One-time thing, but apparently it was like every day. And if that happened like more like one time, maybe you can live with it.
I'm still
if
trying to
you're
get
really
over
drunk.
this outfit that he's got on. Where do you even find a button-down shirt that looks like that? Where did he find that? Who is dressing him? It's got
Aren't those
little
like
it's
aren't those little pagan
suns.
sons?
Yeah, it's
They're
little,
little pagan
suns on.
sons.
Yeah,
Little
little
satanic
pagan
sons there. Little satanic
Yeah,
sons.
little black
there,
sons.
buddy.
The one time Surfer isn't here, and PPP mysteriously wears new clothes that we haven't seen before.
Fucking high. But then if that was to continue,
He
like
even
what
got
was
a
Aaron?
bright
Like, Aaron
red.
should have punched
You
him.
even see he even went so far as to get a bright orange microphone for his Roadcaster.
You fucking dick. Holy shit. We got Ricada. We're talking about Hassan admitting to being a cock.
But PPP never even cleans his toilet. How has he enough energy and enough willpower to do all this with his studio?
I mean,
I
are they
don't
for
believe it.
real with this? Their breaking news when they come back is Ricada has a case that's been going on for what? How many months now? Let me count here. Well, we're in the end of September, right? So September, August, July, June, at least 4 months old. Because I don't think there's been any real updates besides Aaron perhaps getting arrested.
No, there has been an update the last 2 days.
What's the
There was,
update?
he had all his motions denied. Did you hear this? It's been
The
it's been around for a
omnibus
few
hearing,
days.
yeah, I know, but that was
Yeah.
kind of a long shot. Especially
Yeah,
they
but I
already
mean, if you
disliked
wanna-
him in
if
that
you-
court, so
Also, that's a great still, by the
Yeah,
way.
but
Look
if
at
you want to
Ashton's
duck
face.
on
yeah.
that's like big news.
I guess yeah, they'll talk about the omnibus. That's like a 30-minute
They're
segment.
talking
at
about
most.
fucking Hassan. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I mean Hassan, Bo
Little
Blacks. Does their
normie
audience
brat.
even know who Bo Blacks is? Styx Grope's woman? That happened like a month ago.
I mean,
Beardson
the best part
drunk.
is Beardson drunk. Like, how many viewers does Beardson get these days?
Beardson
20
drunk.
at most?
Beardson gets like sub 10 viewers now.
Beardson drunk.
Who gives a
Headline
fuck?
news. Beardson got drunk on a live stream. Every live stream, Beardson gets wasted. Or he used to, anyway. And then Ralph versus DSP, I knew that they were going to try to force that down everybody's throat.
We've got the Styx Hexenhammer Grope Gates.
I talked with Ralph. Oh, yeah, so Adam teased it, but I talked with Ralph, and he thought that doing that Rocket Man thing was a great idea, so I'm hoping to see that from him soon.
You mean Memphis Man, buddy?
Memphis Man. He's a Memphis Man. Burning out his fuse in space all along.
Saga.
In all honesty, he should do both. He should do Rocket Man and then Memphis Man. I want to see both.
You want to do some writing, Squire? The Memphis Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we gotta hit the old pen and paper for that one.
He's doing like, look at Ashton's face. He's doing all like the fucking meme like SJW faces.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he always insists on dyeing his hair. Just
Well,
doesn't
what's
make any
going
sense.
on with his hair? His hair looks completely different today than it did in the video from yesterday. And yesterday he kind of looked like a fucking really fat Patton Oswalt. Now he's back to just
Well,
looking
we'll
like
show
a
a
fat
comparison.
white woman.
We'll show a comparison. It looks better than Britney.
It does look at that.
Yeah.
Like he has like the Patton Oswalt hair going on. I mean, he looks like a child molester, but other than that, like it's kind of normal. Because he has like wearing a black shirt, so it kind of hides how fat he is.
See, I was thinking the first image I saw was like literally Jim Sterling. Except Jim Sterling put his outfit on the skeleton in the back. But it looks like Jim Sterling to me. Early Jim Sterling. Look. Telling you, he looks exactly like Jim Sterling here. Right. Early Jim Sterling. Look at this. If you could find early Jim Sterling. Let's see. We'll have to go back a few years. Before it became whatever monstrosity Jim is now. Oh my god, we got to scroll for a while.
I think what he is now is just current Ashton Parks, really.
You think Ashton's gonna look like Jim and become a pro tranny wrestler?
I mean, he's already there.
We went too far.
He's already there.
Maybe we have to go back further than 5 years. Where is the Jim with the red sunglasses and the... Here we go. There we go. Look at him here. Look at Ashton. I mean, they're the same person. Look at it. It's the same person.
Oh my, he's just missing that fucking hat, which I'm sure
All
is
he needs a
like, he
pair of
probably
red
has it.
sunglasses and a hat.
How much do you want to bet one of his Halloween costumes is just gonna be Jim Sterling?
I think it's possible. It's literally the skeleton is dressed up as Jim. You think that's intentional? The skeleton has the Jim Sterling hat on. Look at the skeleton.
By the way, do you boys recognize that shirt that the skeleton's wearing? It's the one that Ashton used to wear.
Yeah.
For when the casino first started, but it's too small for him now, so he had to put it on the fucking skeleton.
Yeah, here I'll show. We could show that. I imagine that's still on here with the Squire intro.
It might be. If not, it's on his whatchamacallit.
It was a pretty new channel, if I remember. All the old streams were on Daka Daka, and Daka Daka was deleted, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was on Daka Daka.
Yeah.
It's on his Odyssey.
I guess it's not on here. If you could link that to me, Squire, I'd appreciate it.
Why do I have to fucking do this shit?
Well,
for an
because
addict?
the
What the
audience
fuck?
doesn't want to watch me search through fucking videos. You know what I mean?
It sounds like an addict excuse, buddy.
All right, let's get back into this. But he does look. He's got this. He's becoming more and more like Jim Sterling every day.
You know what would be really kino? If at the end of the month his last costume isn't Jim Sterling, but Stephanie Sterling. And
Oh
PvP
my
announces
god!
his transition.
Oh fuck!
And
You
the
imagine.
ruse is revealed. The reason why he doesn't have a problem with scamming his audience anymore is because he became an SJW, and he hates all right wingers and gladly takes their money.
Well, he does hate right wingers, yeah. That's the thing.
He does. That's real.
Yeah.
This woman on camera, she's clearly uncomfortable.
He also
It's
hates Jews a
creepy.
lot.
He's drunk. He's like on a full-on alcoholic arc. He's cheating on his wife.
Kate Hoffman
Yeah.
is
His
best friend
kids, he's not seeing, has nothing to do with them. Then
Well, he
this
likes
girl
their
that
money.
he's growing.
He's talking about Sticks.
Yeah, he's talking about how Sticks raped a woman on stream or whatever the fuck.
Well, it was really uncomfortable. He just leans over and grabs her tits. But that was like 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago.
Groping has this whole history on Kiwi Farms where she says Sticks forced her to have an abortion.
Sounds like another lying whore.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
shocker! A lying whore was a whore and then blamed a man that she was a whore. Oh, man. Whoa,
not
that's
an
a whole show.
abortion. I would be so ashamed if I ever had an abortion.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is such normie tier shit. Ashton, keep covering the normie tier stuff, bud. It's really gonna end well for you. Trust me, buddy. Really gonna end well.
Better not.
Brilliant. It's a
People
really
start
great
digging
idea
into
to
your
call
shit.
detractors pedophiles on Twitter as well.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Very
a good cap. I'm saving that one.
smooth, very smooth brained.
This is very normie tier. It's frighteningly normie tier.
I think Adam fell asleep, by the way, chat.
No, I'm still here, bro. I'm still here.
Oh.
I'm just not listening. So, sorry, one sec.
Probable.
All right, well,
I sit.
Aim, top right.
where is it?
You passed it. There
Yeah,
he is.
there it is.
It's the same fucking shirt.
It's the same shirt, yeah. He was much thinner then.
He even sent DSP his crown. Did you realize that? That little crown that Ashton's wearing on his head, he sent to Phil.
Did he actually send this crown, or did he send a similar looking crown?
No, I'm pretty sure it's the same crown.
Welcome to the
Yeah, rubs on the
show,
hands, Andy.
folks. It's the show where I sit down and take a fucking dump.
It's a new golden age.
So true.
This time, everybody gets paid.
Amazing voice work.
and
You know who didn't get paid?
Oh,
You know who didn't get paid? Brian Dunn.
yeah, Brian didn't get paid.
Where's Brian's money person?
Ask Ashton. Ashton still owes him that money. I don't owe him a dime.
This
It's not like, see, here's my thing.
Oh.
It's not like I got extra money from Brian's portion. I just got the allotted amount of money that I was supposed to get, period. So, it's all nonsense.
Work a job at McDonald's. McDonald's is not gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna give you all the money for all the workers, and you pay everyone else." It doesn't happen. If you're the boss,
Exactly.
you have to pay the people.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, caller.
one down, Sticks, buddy, fucking piece of shit. Also,
I mean, don't
the
you think
guys-
that is like quintessential fucking Brian's own logic? That I got paid money? Like, you have a boss, right? And your boss pays one person and doesn't pay the other person, and you go to the other person and say, you owe me the money. And say nothing to the person
You should
that
have
paid out the
You
money.
should have taken the high road. I mean, Brian has a family and kids he has to feed. You should have taken the high road and at least, paid him with your money. Because you're a
Yeah.
gay man and you don't have anyone.
says, unironically, in all seriousness, that he had sex with a succubus. That he actually summoned a demonic
It's about
succubus.
time
Now-
to the sticks.
The
Fucking.
stick.
Interesting, the succubus story. Now, Ashton tried to have sex with the succubus, but Surfer
he
took
did.
her instead. Surfer took the succubus instead. Protected her. But he did try to have sex with the succubus.
Coverage.
Stoutening.
Fuck him.
Then we've got
So he
the
has experience
Bo
with that.
Black's
Bo
disaster.
Black. I've never seen a
Bo
guy
Black.
snap his fingers.
Bo Blacks? You don't know anything about Bo Blacks.
We don't give a fuck all about the black. Oh, yeah, boys. Keep digging and putting your feet in other people's ponds. That's going to be a great idea.
Well, they have to branch out now because they got nowhere else to go. They feel cornered.
Well, yeah,
So
'cause
now they're
Bill-
like, oh,
Bill
we're
is
going to go into the
consuming the
commentary community. Literal den of fucking absolute vipers will make up anything about you that they want. Look what they did to
They
Salvo.
don't even need to make shit up. It's all on the record.
Look at what they did to Salvo.
Even know anything about him. I don't know anything about any of these commentary people. To be honest,
I mean, what they did to Salvo was so messed
so
up.
like, I just saw the guy's taking the pink pill,
I mean-
buddy.
I mean, okay. So I see, I imagine the chat is going, well, fuck Salvo. Listen. Salvo's crime was fucking some whore in the backseat of somebody's car in a threesome. He didn't force her to do it. She was into it. She had been fucking them the whole weekend. I see no real harm in it besides the
It was a
degeneracy angle.
threesome with another man.
Yeah, it was
That's
two men and a woman.
degenerate, buddy. That's degenerate.
Well, she blew him. I mean, who cares? Salvo's into some
I don't
weird
know,
stuff.
buddy.
Salvo's
I
into
don't
the
know,
same
man.
stuff
We
that
all know
Ashen is
Salvo
in, where
was
he
just
makes
there for the
women put
man,
their
not
heads
the
in the
woman.
toilet and flush and stuff. He's into some weird shit. But that didn't make me like stop talking to Ashton when he told me that he had like women flushing their heads in toilets, because I don't care. It's not my business. They're grown women. If they want to put their head in a toilet and flush, I think they should.
He's tuning out. He's non-binary. He's claiming he has fucking BPD.
Yeah.
And like borderline
I know somebody who has
personality
BPD. I know a
disorder,
few of
and
them.
He doesn't
He's
know if
lying
he's a
about
man or a
it.
woman. He's like begging Nicholas.
No, it
Dario
was
to
in a
pay
car. So here's the story. Because Salvo actually, if you listen to the interview with Salvo, he tells his story. So they fucked in Keemstar's bed. Keemstar gave them his... Now, and a very nice move from surprisingly, shockingly, gracious move from Keemstar, probably because there were cameras in the bedroom. He allowed them he allowed them to use his bedroom. Okay, and they had a threesome with the girl in his bedroom. But then when they were driving back, they had a threesome with her in the car. And that's where she said, "Oh, I wasn't comfortable. I tried to tell you by lifting up my shirt and showing my underwear that I wasn't comfortable with having another threesome in the back of the car. I felt forced." It was all just kind of nonsense. They could have handled it better if they just said, "Sweetheart, you're a nice girl. We had a good time. It's not that big a deal." But they were dumb and they called her a whore and stuff. And you know how evil women are.
his bills.
Yeah.
Like what? Go
By
get
the
a
way-
job, buddy.
Bo Black.
She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a whore."
That they brought back tips.
Tell everybody you rape me in the back of the car.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is like
Believe all
no,
women.
this is like the majestic Jarbo art.
This is
like,
for Bri.
mundane
Bri.
Matt
Bri. The audience are big fans. Big fans.
Necromancy arc or like the Phil arc or like shit like this where you bring them in just to dunk on a guy because they've fallen so
Brian, I just made $2 in your name. Thank you.
low that it's now like this
Now
is like
he's better.
no
Burning bridges
not
in the most
tip.
self-destructive.
No, he's
thing.
now on
Black's
everyone's
is
show.
getting a tip. No, really?
Yeah, so Augie
What a
had his show,
disaster.
first show in the year.
Well, yes. So here's the other end of that story that Big Dad Giga Chad brings up about Salva. So it turned out that when Edwin and Salvo dropped this girl back off home after they banged her, I guess, for a whole week, guess who came a-calling with Brantley? Keemstar. And Keemstar had her come back out and stay with them for weeks, and they had threesomes with the Babs bitch. And while they were having threesomes with the Babs bitch, they convinced her that it was bad that she had a threesome with Edwin and Salvo, and that was wrong because they used her, and Keem wasn't using her when they were having the threesome because he let her stay at his house and he treated her nice. He wasn't milking her for a story or anything. I mean, let's face it, that girl was not the brightest bulb.
Came out of nowhere. Does this
I mean,
Bo Black
but that whole
run
situation
coverage?
was pretty retarded from Salvo.
Yeah, it
to
was.
be
It was
honest.
retarded.
Like
It was
getting that
completely
involved with Keem, like trusting Keem with all that stuff. I mean, Salvo isn't the brightest guy, too, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. I don't know what Salvo was thinking, but, I mean, do I think it's like a crime? No.
They bring on Tipster, and then
Oh.
Tommy C had on Tipster yesterday.
Did hear the stories about this fat fuck, what he was up to with Surfer. Turn the fucking hair on your fucking arms up.
Oh my god!
So
I
that-
heard Mo Blacks
Some
saying
terrifying
Keffels
shit.
is hot.
Oh my
And he's,
god.
like, bowing
He's
to
lost-
Yeah, of course
he's
Keen
lost
broke
it
the
all.
story of
He's
abuse.
lost it all. Then, speaking of having lost it
As
all,
he was
we're
fucking her, he
going
broke
through
the
the
story about
America
how,
First
how
update.
bad Salvo is for
Oh
fucking her.
boy, is Beardson having a tough time?
What do you want me to clarify, Orgus? I don't know. Was there anything that didn't make sense about that story, or is everybody checked out?
I mean, chat, you can always call in and ask Persip these questions.
Yes, you can call in.
August asked before. Wait, was that Josh's mom or was it some other chat? August always just posts about Joshua Moon. He's a little obsessed with him.
Oh. We don't know anything about... I don't know what Josh's mom... We know Josh's mom had a black boyfriend. And to this day, Josh resents every black man on the planet.
Yes.
And wished he could have burned down his house, but his house burned down anyway. So, I'm still not convinced that Josh didn't burn down his own apartment.
Well,
I'm
he
so
probably
angry.
did.
Oh,
Beardson's just drunk out of his mind, talking about how he has a pretend 19-year-old girlfriend, screaming the N-word with the hard R.
18 times.
He gets banned from Kick. He's just a fucking disaster.
And he's so
Then
drunk,
we-
he's like, I didn't say the N-word.
Then Top Lieutenant Vincent James is broke as a fucking joke. The latest update on
Shocker!
Vince
Vincent James is broke.
is pathetic.
Amazing.
I
He's
$33
been broke.
In this tweet thread, guess how much
He's
he
been
made, and
broke
tell
for
you when
years.
the show's on.
Oh
What
my-
else we got?
Then we got
we got a lot.
Fuentes.
Yeah.
We're gonna cover some Fuentes stuff. The cum stain seen round the
I
world.
mean, this is their big
Nicholas
return
J.
show.
Fuentes took a
It sounds like shit.
After 1 month of absence, they come back with this.
But
How many hours do you think they're
Wow.
going to spend on the
10
20-second
hours.
clip of Nick Fuentes
10
having
hours.
some bodily
Whoa,
fluids
you
on
guys.
his sweatshirt?
Swinton had coke stains on his jacket. I mean, Andy, you left fucking coke stains all over Ashton's coffee table.
Yeah, I know. There's coke all over that coffee table.
You know.
Explain that.
Look at
cowboy
Andy, full
load
monkey
on his
mode.
shirt, folks. And he forgot to change the shirt before washing.
It's a really
It's
obvious.
I mean, is he
full on
is he playing this up or is he actually like this
Then
retarded
he
and
was
laughing?
caught
Yes.
with a
Like,
trans woman
none
in
of what they're
his
saying is
studio.
even funny.
So you're watching the show, and then suddenly
well, I mean,
you see what appears to be a woman's head peek
This is
in
all
from the corner.
basically like
And you
a
go, that
little
can't be a real
ritual
woman,
to attract
'cause
children
Nick's
to the
gay.
audience for the pedophile pay pigs to feast on, basically.
Yeah, listen,
You know,
tweeds. We're going
make
to talk about Keemstar. We're going to talk about Keemstar, Ricada, and Styx.
I was
and
bringing this up
Blowblacks.
earlier with the boys. If you look at their audience, I would wager that a majority of the audience is either
They're all
under the
Zoomers,
age
yeah.
18 and under.
They're
They're either
Zoomers.
18 and under, or they're like 40 plus.
Well, they're 40 plus and they're living like they're 16, or they're actually
Yeah.
16. Yeah.
You got like your Joey Beezers and your fucking whatever that other
Beezered.
fucking the Philly Kavanaughs and all these other fucking like weirdo pay pigs. Mind you, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I already know the other pay pigs, like because I doxed them all long ago. Because Ashton literally just gave me all their doxes one night, so I asked them for them. And so, I don't know. There's more coming out, boys. Just stay tuned.
Well, of course. Of course.
So you go,
I don't-
trans woman? But Nick's defense
What?
was, it's a journalist.
Which makes it
know
weirder.
It's bad, though, when you're claiming that you've allowed journalists to infiltrate your house and studio when you're the leader of a dissident
We need a journalist to infiltrate this house and studio, don't we? Can we get... You think Louis Theroux would follow around Andy and Ashton? I gotta see what's going on in their real life. That's like where we're really losing.
I hope
them.
Louis does, because Louis can ask them about the Snickerdoodle swastika cookies that they enjoyed on stream that one time, or the time they sent they sent Kryler to the streets of Oklahoma or wherever the fuck.
Or the time they
Pumpkinville
sold their souls on a live stream to Moloch.
Yeah, but they were literally instructing Kyler to commit hate crime. You know, is Louis Farrell going to talk about that?
Yeah. What about telling Kryler to commit a hate crime? And everybody ignoring Kryler because he looked like an AIDS patient.
That was the best part. Like, literally no one took
Nobody even acknowledged he existed. It was so sad. I kind of felt bad for Kryler. But he banned me,
But I
so
mean,
he banned me from his
Isn't it
chat.
funny? Like, they really want to become mainstream, but at the moment that they even get any kind of following mainstream, someone's just going to come down and just completely fucking wreck them with all this shit that they've done in their past.
I have to. You
Like,
got to
you have
give
Andy admitting. You have Andy literally admitting that he stealth raped women. You have fucking Ashton with his fucking college shit.
Oh my God! Well,
On top
Andy,
of-
forget about it. The history with Andy of all the fucked up things that Andy has done is so much greater than even Ralph. Like even Andy puts even Ralph to shame. Ralph never had, he never held unarmed men at gunpoint on the street after picking a fight with them, and literally tasing them. You know what I mean? I mean, they literally instigated this fight, and then he screamed like a woman and said, "Point your gun at these guys in the middle of the street for cash."
Yeah.
Not even Ralph has
And then
done
he went.
things
And then he went and did an interview with Red
soulless.
Bar where he basically was like, "I did it for money."
And Red Bar was so disgusted he threw him off the show. He couldn't even keep up with. You know how Red Bar loves to like string them along and keep them on, and kind of have them humiliate themselves. Red Bar was so disgusted he just threw Andy off.
Then we have Fuentes saying he wants to bang Kamala.
All right, I'm just watching now. Have they
they're
addressed the
saying-
fact that their audience and pay pigs are full of pedophiles, or
No, not once. Not once, Adam.
appalling?
Not once.
No, they're talking
not
about Kamala.
They're talking about like
Kamala.
everything other.
I guess
like,
they're using
literally,
that
Adam.
Persip defense of when he's confronted about his smoking. They just sort of
Like,
talk about anything.
where's the fucking?
Did we
Ralph
not
and
launch a
Percy
live stream where I admitted that I smoked, that I've been smoking, and I don't,
You
because,
launched a live stream where you blamed your smoking on every character in the sector.
well, what am I
Yeah,
supposed to do? We're on
literally
a live
everyone.
stream.
You blamed it
Obviously,
on
it's
fucking
my
Gonzalo.
fault. Obviously, it's my
You
fault.
blamed it on the
You said
dead
you were in the
Gonzalo
call with
Lira.
Brian and you wanted to start smoking again.
I wanted to
You literally
stop.
said it's
No,
Brian's
I
fault.
was
The
no.
classic
I
Persip
said
defense.
No, I was asked what caused me to stop smoking, and it was honestly, it was a conversation with Brian that was so mentally ill. I like felt for a few days. I felt like I was. It rocked my own sanity.
So, Perspicace, I think Brian looked into your eyes and said, "I am the master, you will obey me," and he told you to go to
No,
the store and buy
Brian opened. So Brian invited me into his warped world, and I came out a little
Brian
disturbed.
zone.
You know, it was really bad. I
Invited you
mean,
into the
it was
Brian
bad.
zone.
It was bad. It was
you,
bad.
yes, you were chained to your computer. You couldn't leave.
Well, if you've ever been caught in the Brian zone, I don't know if you've ever been, but you can't leave. It's like
You can. I think you can. It's like a
You
code.
Yeah,
can't
it's
leave.
called hanging up the call, buddy.
Yeah, but
that's how you
Brian
do it.
I mean,
never
I have
leaves.
it on good authority, and it may have come from Brian's mouth himself. that
Yeah.
Brian was actually concerned for your own safety at the end of that call, and he was wondering
Yeah.
whether you were the crazy one. That's
That's
I
what
heard.
Brian told me. That's
Yeah.
what Brian
Yeah.
told me. He's just like,
That is
Person,
true.
what is-
That's
is
probably
Person okay?
true. Yeah, that's
is
probably
Percy
true.
okay?
Person's crazy. I just told him I don't know what's going on and I haven't been doing anything, but I got private contacts at YouTube taking down his channel, and
I also heard that Brian has credentials
But
to prove he's not crazy, to prove what he's been doing with his
Yeah.
time, and they all stacked up to me, Persip. You know,
it totally isn't crazy at all. It's completely normal.
But Persip,
Brad.
like, listen to these people. Listen to these people, your
Hmm.
friends, your internet friends. You know, you had this crazy call with Brian Dunn, you know? And Brian goes behind the scenes and tells everyone, "Oh, I think Persip is crazy," and you go behind the scenes and you snake each other, you know?
I
all
always
these
said
people, they
Brian
stick
was
with you.
crazy. Well, Brian, I wouldn't
All
have
these
cared if
people
Brian went
stick
beyond my
with
back
you.
and said I was crazy.
It's
That I
not.
wouldn't
This
care.
is not about Brian. This is not about
I
Brian.
am
This
a
is
cra-
about
I am
you and your
crazy.
internet friends. This is about you and your internet friends. All these people stick with you, and what do? You go to the gas station, you buy smokes, even though you've told everyone, "Oh, I've been off the smokes for 2 weeks. I want to quit," and you start smoking again.
Oh, don't
And you
forget.
stab all these
Don't
people in the
forget,
back. All
he
these
also
people that
admitted-
No, I
that
didn't pay
had your
Brian.
back.
I
also
will
admitted to
continue not
last
to pay
week
Brian this
smoking a
$2,
joint.
but thank you. I will continue not to give Brian this $2, but thank you very much. All funds will not go to Brian. Just a news alert. Go ahead, Adam. What were you saying? He's already.
I think he's disgusted by your actions, buddy.
Yeah, he's taking a steaming Shannon.
That you've allowed
Yeah.
journalists to infiltrate
Well, it's
your
gonna be a
house
steaming
and studio
person
when
now.
you're the
Yeah. It's a
Oh
steaming
my
person.
god. Fuck you, man. Fuck
He's
you.
just taking a giant purse snake
Fuck
right now.
you.
Demons.
leader of a dissident organization.
I know,
Then
I am pausing
you have
more than parts.
Fuentes
Let's get through
saying
this.
he wants
Yeah.
to bang Kamala.
Okay, yeah,
Just saying Kamala is sexy. there.
Well, and also, his store where you buy the hat is required to put your full
Styx wants to
address
bang
and full name
Kamala
and like
Harris?
all this
That's-
info.
That's not going to go bad at all. That's totally going to be legit.
I mean, don't you have to put your full
Sure.
name in your merch
Then
store,
we
buddy?
have a
Like,
clip
what the
I
fuck?
call Groundhog Day with Fuentes.
Mhm.
So I just
Oh,
tuned in
God.
to one of his recent shows. And
Nice.
it's probably
Oh.
two
This
shows
is a
ago.
show that I
Okay.
call Groundhog Day
It's the
with
same
McDonald's.
as every other
bro.
show.
Yeah.
It's just the same. It's every day for
Every-
There's literally
every-
half the fucking shows about Nick. Like, Nick hasn't even done anything of note in like
There's
weeks,
nobody even
other than having
watching.
that-
It's
other
literally
than that
bots.
fake woman or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget, it's easy, cheap content. They can just pause the clips of Nick and just say, "Look at how gay he is"
He's gay.
for 12 hours.
He's gay. We're not gay.
Easy
He's
content.
gay.
It is easy. It's still the same script. It's still exact same.
It was more entertaining when they were just accusing random people of being pedophiles, you know.
I
They
don't
should
know
just
about
go back
that.
to doing
No,
But they can't. I guess they can't do that anymore.
They can't do that now because Ashton Parks is a
because
Fat lesbian with a
literally the
PDF
only
fan base.
people on the internet whose
Ashton
fan has
Parks is
been
a fat
caught.
lesbian with a
Literally.
PDF fan base.
literally the
Okay,
only
Chat,
niche internet show.
I dare anyone find me a normal-looking Kino Casino fan.
But guys,
can't.
do you not see how fucked this is? So look
Well,
at the scenery
Metacurt
in the
Masochist
background.
was fairly normal.
Look at the scenery that they're
No, it
clad
wasn't.
in. It's all like tailored for kids to watch, isn't it?
It is
Look at
tailored
this.
for children. Look at this. Look at Ashton's
Look at how
like
much-
outfit too.
Look how much effort he put into doing the decorations for Halloween. How much money
Yeah.
do you think he spent on that?
I imagine he was
Few
ordered
hundred.
to by the pedophiles in his audience to catch the kids.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. He got the barking order.
Yeah, put out the Halloween
Make your
decorations to lure the
background
children in.
look attractive to children.
Oh my god.
We need all of your children.
Maybe they do address it. We'll have to go through the comments.
They're
after
not
we get
gonna
through this.
fucking.
They're not gonna address
shit.
it.
They're not gonna do shit. And I'm not gonna watch their fucking bullshit because it's just
No.
gonna be. Whoa,
I am. I am.
It's just gonna be that. For
Well,
like
because
8
I'm gonna
hours.
have to watch it because you know they're gonna cover that whole stream. with
No,
Ralph.
they're not. They're
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
are.
cover it.
Ralph
I don't
versus
think they're
DSP.
gonna
That's the only
I don't
content
think
they
they're
have. I think they will.
Him is the same.
AC
Him
in the
complaining
chat's
about
right,
how
by the
sick
way.
he is. He's tired. He
The chat is right, Deep Throat, about what?
AC is saying that their audience are Medicare fans, so that's true. Though, like as
Yeah.
long as Jim gives them the endorsement, they will never go away.
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true too. They're fucked when Jim
Well,
dies.
Jim is gonna
though,
die
because
any
that's gonna
second
be-
now.
Yeah, when Jim dies, they have nothing. Because Jim
Yeah,
won't
I
be
mean,
there
there's
to save
idea.
Andy from his 100th defeat like he has in the past.
Yes,
Every
is
time
kinda
Andy's
wild,
on his
right?
knees, Jim comes in and saves him.
yes.
What is it? What do you think Jim likes so much about Andy that he saves him every single time?
It's very simple because like he does what he wants them to.
Because he
That's
has the innocence of a child, buddies, and it It turns.
Ah,
It
I
gets Jim's
see.
jollies off.
Yeah, it's the only thing that can still get Jim off the innocence of a child.
MC's Andy
I mean,
Borski's
first
a
of-
Latman.
First, you're asking why does Medicare defend Andy Warski? I mean, how do you think Medicare ended up on Local Live? How do you think he got in contact with Keemstar and got his monetization back? Who gave him that contact?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
they're all
it's true.
dancing around Moloch's maypole in this satanic
Yeah.
witch coven that they're all part of,
Yeah.
drinking children's blood.
People forget that Warski was a
I'm
semi.
not saying that as a joke, but magically, Medicare gets his monetization back. The one time he goes on Keemstar's stream.
It is true. Yeah, that was definitely a
Course.
deal,
Totally,
though.
man.
It was definitely.
Well,
a
that
deal.
was definitely quid pro quo, like
Yeah.
100%.
You come on my stream and you promote this stupid bullshit, and I will get your YouTube channel remonetized. We've seen
even get that
we've
done.
seen
he sucked
Keem's
on some baby
DMs.
penises?
We've seen
Oh, there
Keem's
was definitely
DMs
child sacrifice involved, boys.
because
He had a merch
Keem
store. though, on
offers
Patreon.
either to flag down people's channel for favors, or he'll monetize your channel for favors, or get you unbanned for favors.
But does
Yeah.
Jim even need that though? Because he had a merch store and a Patreon and all these other ways to give him money. I mean,
He doesn't. He needs to make more money. Don't
Yeah,
you
he needs
understand?
all of your money, but
He'll
he
give it
doesn't
all.
want
Need
to.
all your money.
but YouTube takes your cut than those other ways. So he's losing more by getting.
Yeah, but YouTube super chats are pretty lucrative. I think he makes way more money from the super berries
They
than he
take
ever
a big
did with
cut.
the ads.
They
They
do
take a big cut, but he
They
gets
take
he
a big
gets better
cut, but
volume.
I don't think.
They take 30%, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
actually more. Well, for our streams, it's more for whatever reason.
Well, this is why Ashton and Warski don't even use super chats or anything like that. They just have their own payment platform.
Well, they
don't
have
This
their own
powered
scam payment platform. Yeah.
Dono alert, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Dono
chat.
Dono chat.
Which is
And that's
literally
literally their
Run-
own one that was made
run,
for
by
them
the
by
way,
this big
run
pop
by
of fascist
Andrew
guy.
Wilson, who is
Run
a big
by
Yeah.
Andrew Wilson,
first
yeah.
guy
It was
now.
literally made for them by that guy.
The irony is that Dono Chat is made by Andrew Wilson that was stolen from, the code for it was stolen from Nick Fuentes. It's all fed.
From Nick Fuentes.
It's just all,
Andrew Wilson.
it's a
It's
All
it's
fed
fed.
shit, and they're all connected through the money.
Just be
bro.
sure that if you've given them any money through Dono Chat, your name is on a list somewhere.
You need to do a stream
Yeah.
with Andrew Wilson. That guy's just like horrible. He's like an idiot in like every
Well, do you
way.
see how big he's become on like TikTok and shit like this?
Well, he's a big plant.
Guy's
That's a
making
plant.
millions of views on TikTok. Like, what is
Plant.
that?
Plant.
Yeah,
You
oh,
reckon
yeah.
he's a
of course
fan?
he's a
You reckon he
plant.
glows in the dark, person?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've
do you know what
always
his
thought,
bit is?
you knew, the first time we came across, what did he go by? Big Papa Fascist? I said, this guy is a Fed. Fed alert.
Well, 100% he's a fan.
Where did he?
Do you
Where
know
is
his-
he getting the money? Where is he getting the money to be doing what he's doing? Where did he get all these contacts from?
Well,
Fed
All the
alert.
money to create his own bank to fund
Yeah.
this fucking.
He's creating
Dono
his
Chat.
own bank. Where did he get
He
the
had
money to
his
do
own-
that?
He had his own
Maybe
clone
he
of
just went
Cozy
to the
TV,
Chinese
too.
triads.
Yeah,
know.
the Chinese
That's
triad.
Crystal.
Best dim sum.
Crystal.tv.
Yeah, the Triad Bank.
The best dim
But,
sum in San Diego.
Do you know what Andrew Wilson's bit is though? Like what he like is like, you know, his grift or whatever.
What is his isn't his grip
It's like
getting those whores, the cam whores, to come on? They all sit in a round table and talk about how they've cheated men out of money and stuff.
Yeah, this whatever
Yeah.
podcast gets massive views, boys.
Yeah, he's like
Massive,
an MRA
massive.
guy, but he's like also a stepfather, by the way. Like
Yes.
literally.
Well, yeah, because his wife
Iron
had a
guy.
bunch of kids right before they were married.
I
Yeah.
think more. Does he even have a kid with her?
I don't know if
Maybe.
I know that she had a bunch of kids before. They
I
got
know
married.
that he has a daughter that hates him. I remember that bit of lore.
But he's a really big tough
Yeah.
guy. He's like the sort of Tatian, the sort of the white Tate or something.
Yeah, well, he wants to be Andrew Tate. Yeah, he wants to be the father version of Andrew Tate,
The stepfather
the
version.
stepfather. Yeah,
The stepfather. The literal stepfather.
the literal stepfather. That was originally Sargon's grift, but Big Papa Fascist went right in. He dropped the name, and now he just goes by Andrew Wilson.
Well, Sargon has biological kids now, doesn't he?
Well, the thing is, the US government pays more than the British government was paying Sargon, so.
Let's see. Andrew Wilson.
You got a dip on this amazing promo for this pedo casino, bro.
Wait,
Yeah,
I just want to
let's
show
talk
you,
about
like,
it.
this is what he does. He has all of these literal OnlyFans whores and e-whores, and he puts them all in a circle. And then he lectures them about how they're whores, and then they tell you stories about how they've ripped men off for money or done stuff for money.
Yes. And this
And
rakes
that's the whole
in
show.
millions of views.
Millions. Look at this. Well, this only has 5,000 views, but...
But
that's
this was only
because this
3
is-
hours ago, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's only 5 hours. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what kind of views he's pulling on this. Yeah,
Oh
like
god,
50...
this looks like such normie trash. Like
Go
anytime
to his
someone
popular.
sends,
Go to his popular, because some of these have gone really viral.
is
Yeah,
it
this is
really is this fucking
209,000.
channel really called Bloodsport? What the fuck?
And these are just like mirrors
I
of the
think
actual
the-
streams, too.
I think that's just a clip channel, yeah.
Yeah, this is just a clip channel.
What the
About
fuck?
such a
Absolute
I'm such
fed.
a fed, you guys.
Absolute fed.
These women are whores.
Fucking glowy like I've never seen in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna have a Christian nation. That's
I
why I'm
think
getting all these OnlyFan whores and browbeating them. Like this is the
I think
main
up to a
channel,
certain
this
point, if you
whatever
have
with
a certain
4.43 million.
He's better than them, though. By the way, he's better than them, even though he's promoting them.
Yeah, this is the main channel. Look, Andrew Wilson versus Pixie Feminist. I'm an OnlyFan whore and I've ripped men out of their money, and he'll just be like, "Yes, you're a whore," and that's the whole thing
the fuck
for
is
hours,
this
for
shit?
5 hours.
What is this shit?
Do you remember the opium houses they had in London, like in the Victorian era?
Yes.
Yes.
Andrew Wilson would be like a guy back then filming them, saying, "Look how bad these are," and spending all day in there and like telling the opium addicted to opium. They're like, "Yes," and he's like, "Guys, give me money, by the way, and don't come to this opium house located at like this address. Don't
Yeah.
do that."
Don't do that. Yeah, don't ever go to these hot bitches streams and give them money as they shake their tits in front of the camera for 5 hours. Don't ever do that. Don't be interested in any
Yeah,
of these
don't
whores.
do that, chat.
It really is. It is a grift idea that is kind of genius, isn't it? All right, let's go back to this.
Yeah, it's rage bait. It has existed forever.
Yeah. Well, it's rage bait and it's Coomer bait at the same time. It's rage and Coomer bait. I think he crafted this watching, like, I literally think Andrew Wilson, he crafted this. He was watching like the Groiper stuff, all these incels, and he's like, I know how to do this. You have all of these whores line up and they think they're empowering themselves, and then you tell them they're really just dumb whores, and then the men get to rage on them, and then they give them money when they masturbate to them on their OnlyFans. So it's like a double whammy as far as grifting goes. So everybody's cool
Great
with it.
business.
Yeah.
What a business plan. Everyone gets a kickback.
It's genius. Give him that. It's fucking genius. I wish
So
I would have
ask
thought of it.
yourself this. So ask yourself this, chat. What is the appeal to what we're seeing on the screen right now?
Halloween
Where's
decorations.
Where's the appeal? Like, what are you getting when you watch Andy Worski moan like a fucking retard for 8
If you
hours?
pay him $100, he's gonna scream your name really loud and do some retarded clapping.
Well, Ashton's got
Like-
some candy. You just got to come into the studio, bro.
Like,
Just
I
gotta
can
get in the van.
understand with Andrew
Come to the
Wilson's
studio.
script that, yeah, okay, there's whores on the screen. I can understand why people throw money at it. But why are people throwing money at a 800-pound man and a stuttering
Well, the thing is, we
cokehead?
know the people that are throwing that money. We saw them in the hotel car parking lot trying to meet a 12-year-old not but last week.
That's
the
true.
sort of people that are being defrauded from this.
You got people like Joey Beezer. Oh my God, you guys! His last name is Beezer.
I know, isn't that ironic? Their top pay pig is named Beezer? Beezer.
Beezer.
So I guess, okay, so here's the thing. So you're paying money basically to get the privilege of joining a private Discord with Andy Worski, where you pay him to watch 30 Day Fiancé, get drunk, and play video games.
Yeah.
Like, what's the appeal to that? Like, chat, would you spend how much do you think it costs to get into the Pay Pig Discord?
Be part of this high rollers club?
Yeah. What do you think is the minimum?
100 per, maybe 50 a month.
More.
Oh, way more.
It's got to be more
way
than that.
more.
Way
That
more.
fucking Joey Beezer guy is
speak to
giving
Andy
has given
Warski
Andy,
one-on-one?
tens of
I mean,
thousands of dollars.
Thousands. It's got to be right.
Thousands.
Let's what? 10 grand? 10 grand a month?
I reckon about 200 gets you access to Fatso. You can watch him eat. But to get access
Well,
to
he
Warski,
thinks
you
he's
need
actually.
to, like, go off
Remember,
YouTube.
Ashton used to be like, I'm so much better than this. I don't even go in there and talk to them. Andy just sits in there all day, and I ignore them, and I won't even talk to them because they're below me.
I don't know. I don't think he does that anymore. I think Andy probably yells at him.
I think he's ushering them in. He's like the Walmart greeter. That's what I think.
Yeah, he's like the Walmart greeter now.
I think at some point Andy realized that he's pulling in way more money than PPP does. And I think
Well, he
behind the
does.
scenes, he's
Well,
does,
yeah,
of
that's why
course.
Andy. That's
Yeah.
why he won't leave.
Well, those
Andy.
paintings you've got to realise
does
are
nothing.
loyal to Andy first and foremost because he's had them for years and years and years. They could give two
Yeah.
shits about Fatso.
And Jim is the one who's loyal to Andy too. He's not loyal to PPP, just
No.
their packaged
Yeah.
it.
He would back.
That's
he
true.
would stab Ashton in the back in 2 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jim's not let go all of the shit that PPP was doing
That's
back
part
in
of the
day,
reason why he refused to ally himself with us, because he was afraid of Daddy Jim.
Yes.
Yes.
He's afraid of the backlash.
Because Andy basically
I
played
mean,
the Jim
PPP
card
is
on
gonna
him.
get his comeuppance one day.
When was the last time Jim went on a stream with somebody who was like adversarial to him?
Never.
That wasn't Ethan himself.
Fuentes.
That was hardly anything.
I don't know. I
Well,
kind of felt Fuentes won out on that one, to be honest.
You think so?
I did actually. I think
It was a poor performance on Jim's part.
I thought it was just a poor performance all the way around.
Well, I mean, I think honestly, Fuentes didn't really know much about Jim, so he was kind of like, I don't know what the fuck to say to this guy. You know, kind of just. But Jim had literally all the cards laid out in front of him and didn't fucking do anything with any of them.
No,
Good
he
time
was
to have him
winded
critical
in
that
about
was.
30 seconds.
Jim's
Yeah.
whole thing was like internet friends are gay. That's what he was saying to Fuentes. His wife was his internet friend. That is like
That's
the
true.
context.
That's true. AC has a point. Andy preys on low self-esteem, mentally ill men. So Andy's like an e-thought, basically.
He is.
He is. But instead of Kumas, he goes for retards. You know how he always sits there? You know, he does the over-the-top laugh. He always claps into the camera like a retard. Like, who likes that shit? Literally retarded people watch this.
It's very similar to how Phil does it, because Phil does something similar, except in Phil's case, it's more of like he just does the retarded boomer shtick, or he's the retarded boomer that says silly shit.
Don't
Well,
forget,
Phil will
Marcy's
be like,
case-
Derek,
just
do you
trying
know what
to,
the color
hypnotize
blue
retarded
is,
people.
Derek? Have you ever seen this color blue, Derek? You know, it's a complete retardation.
Yeah, he kind of like talks to the chat like they're like literally retarded.
Like
And
it's
it
Dora
works.
the
It
Explorer.
works.
And people always say, you know, DSP, he's always moving around on the X and Y axis. I think that's on purpose. I think he's trying to overstimulate, the retarded people watching his stream.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I
always
mean
keep
he's
the eyes
committed.
moving, always do the retarded clapping and shit. I don't think DSP is nearly as stupid as people make him out to be.
No, he's
I
not
agree.
stupid at all. He's a genius. I'm always in awe of Phil's ability to grift, his genius.
Worski was like a YouTuber back in 2015, and he was like fairly mainstream with like
Yes.
hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So he knows what he's doing. Like he's done it before.
Oh, who, Andy? I think Andy is completely retarded. Maybe he didn't start
I'm not
out
saying he's
completely
smart. I'm not saying
retarded,
he's-
but the
I'm not
coke
saying
has
he's
done
smart.
its
I'm
work.
just saying he knows. I'm saying he knows to do the grift.
Yeah.
Because he had a much bigger grift like in 2015 than in 2018 than that. Like he had the biggest stream on YouTube in like 2018 with Worski Live, and he had like a fairly big YouTube channel in 2015 and 2016.
Yeah, well, that's when he was making his independent films. And
No,
he was a stand-up comedian.
He was anti-SJW. He was
That
like,
was
doing the
before. No, he started out making independent. That was later when he teamed up with JF and stuff. First, Andy was he was a stand-up comedian who made independent films. That's how Andy started.
But yeah,
that's
but
where you
like
get
before
Dark Fist
2015.
and all that crap.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like on his YouTube career, like the main stuff, which is like with the Asian guy. What was his name? Chris Gorski.
Chris Worski, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Borski.
That was after though. Andy had
Yeah,
already
no.
had an established YouTuber before Chris Worski.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
How did this
Andy
channel
always does the kitchen sink approach, where he just keeps throwing shit at the wall
Yeah,
until
like he'll
something
get in.
sticks.
He used to get in diapers and stuff. Like all those videos,
Yeah.
all those crazy pictures of
Dressed
Andy
like
are
a
from that
woman.
era when he was like an artist.
Yeah, it's all art, you guys. Him
It's
wearing
art.
diapers. It's art.
When Andy had like the nose and eyebrow piercings, and was like,
Well, you know what? Why don't we list all of Andy Worski's like grifts? Because he's done like countless. He had the travel blog grift. He had the fucking stand-up comedian grift, anti-SJW grift, whatever the fuck you call this now.
The purple
You had to
jacket.
do Uber Eats for a while.
Yeah, he did Uber Eats. He did OnlyFans reviews.
He
He
had
did,
the video
probably
game
grifted
streaming.
the
The Uber Eats delivery somehow
yeah, he was
too.
a speed runner for a little
Probably
while.
always kept
Oh yeah,
like, burgers.
Speedrunner.
The
Yeah,
anime
whatever
Chris
Twisted
Bibble.
Minds was, I guess, was something
Subculture,
else. On his
they did the
grift.
iceberg videos.
Yeah, the iceberg videos. Like how many? Like oh, fuck, there's countless
anything
grifts.
to chase the trends. So anything that
Yeah.
was popular, and Andy has done.
Remember, Bibble was working with him.
Why
for
don't
the
they just? I don't understand. Why don't they just steal Andrew? Like if I was them. So let's say I had creative control now. I would just put Andy and PPP in a room with a bunch of these e-thoughts and have them berate them. And just do exactly what Andrew Wilson did. It'd be far more effective with a fucking 600-pound lesbian
Yeah,
and
but
Andy Worski.
That doesn't work with these two.
Yeah, oh, it
Like,
would
Andrew
work.
Wilson
Can
is
you
smart, he
imagine?
can lead the conversation.
Can you imagine
Like, these two are
Ashton
retarded,
berating
and PPP
women
hates confrontation.
that they're whores?
All right, chat. I'm getting
Those women would
out the
push back. They would
fucking.
say, "Oh, I'm not a whore." You know,
I'm
and
getting the
PPP would
notepad
just
out.
shut
We're
up.
writing
Say
down.
it's
We're writing
confrontation.
down all of Worski's grifts. Give me a second,
Okay.
bro. Give me a minute. So we have.
Problem is they're like Metacurian fan base. They have to please them too, so they're a trap. They can't stray too far.
Did anyone ever make backups of all the iceberg videos he used to make, Woski? Because I can't find those for the life of me.
I think
No, those all are gone. I think.
They're gone. He blamed Bibble for that.
Even though it was literally he told Kryler to just break into the account.
Well, you remember when he was a black cat and Bibble was a white cat, and they were talking about.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't
what
the
was
iceberg.
that? What? No, that
That was
wasn't
their podcast.
iceberg. That was something else. What was
Yeah, that was something else.
Weren't they doing like
I was gonna
D&D?
do
Weren't they
VTube. Well, it
doing?
was VTubing. He was the VTuber.
VTubing.
basically.
Yeah, but they
So
were
you can have
doing
that
it
to live.
like it with like D&D, right? They were doing
Yeah,
D&D
but they had
live
like
streams.
animated avatars though, like VTubers.
Yes.
Okay, so social media. Oh, I'm just gonna put social media. Like,
Remember, he was going to be a travel blogger. I remember that.
All right,
Yeah.
hang on. Fitness influencer, boxer. Okay, so I have
Boxer.
travel blogger, the iceberg grip,
Stand-up comic.
stand-up comic.
yeah.
Independent filmmaker. I
indie
guess
film.
the Warski live stuff with JF was kind of like politicsy, wasn't it?
It's a political.
So Tim Pool, you might as well put.
Tim Pool. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh my god.
This early Andy Worski.
What do we call this? Oh, like, well, he was like
15
an
years
actor.
ago. This is Andy 15 years ago. I told you, he's been around forever.
Forever.
He's the ultimate cockroach.
I'm gonna put actor / MTV.
They're gonna bag on Rich for being like
Get
an internet
Rich.
cockroach that has followed every trend. Look at Andy Worski 15 years ago.
Oh, anti-SJW.
Yes. Skeptic.
Oh,
You've got
Speedrunner.
Skeptic on the list. Anti-SJW.
Yeah, Skeptic. Yeah, that'll be Skeptic.
You got video game live streamer, video game reviewer.
Speedrunner.
I'm gonna consider video game stream, and speedrunner separate because they technically are.
You're gonna have reviewer there as well.
Don't forget IRL live streamer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Can't forget about
IP2.
that. Yeah, IRL, IP2.
IP2, yeah. Travel blogger.
IP2. I got travel blogger already.
Whatever the fuck Twisted Mind was.
Drama.
Alcoholism.
I guess that was
Drama.
commentary. Twisted Mind was like commentary, community stuff.
It was kind of, commentary streamer.
IBS and the Kumite.
Yeah, IBS.
There was
Kumite.
There was one arc. It was fairly short-lived. You know when he was doing the SPCC grift, where he was like doing the fake calls.
Yes, he was a horror YouTuber. That is true.
Oh yeah, horror YouTuber.
Horror YouTuber.
Where he'd read
Prank
like
caller,
spooky pastas.
Prank YouTuber.
Cokehead.
That's not really a grift, though, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
I'll never forget that tweet that he made where he said his dream was to be on Joe Rogan. In 5 years, I'm gonna be on Joe Rogan.
Next year, I'm gonna be on Joe Rogan. Oh yeah, what would you say the relate when he was aligned with what's his face, Chungus? Ian Miles Chong. What was that technically?
That was like skeptics.
That was skeptic stuff. Yeah. That was the remnants of skeptic stuff.
More anti-SJW shit.
What was he when he was Ralph with Ralph?
That was just drama. That was like IBS
Jock
drama.
Radio Jocks? Shock Radio Jocks?
Red Bar.
Well, yeah, Red Bar impersonator. Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is what I have so far, and then add on to it if need be.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I have travel
listening.
blogger, iceberg grift, VTuber, fitness influencer, boxer, stand-up comic, indie filmmaker, Tim Pool wannabe, actor / MTV star, anti-SJW skeptic, speedrunner, video game streamer, video game reviewer, IP2, commentary streamer, IBS streamer, horror YouTuber, prank YouTuber, Red Bar impersonator, and then OnlyFans reviewer.
You forgot Ghost Hunter. That was a good
Oh,
addition.
yeah, Ghost Hunter. Yeah, Ghost Hunter. Killstream co-host. Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah, Killstream co-host.
Killstream co-host.
Killstream co-host. What's up?
How many yet so far?
How many? Let's see. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I got 22.
Hey, you're not done yet, Squire.
I'm not even
Kid Killer?
So he was a pothead streamer. He was an Instagram thought. Remember when he used to take out workout photos and photos of his food?
That's right. He did
Instagram
dip into the Adam Warski stuff where he was a white nationalist going on the Daily Shower.
Oh, white nationalist. Yeah, white
nationalist. Andy Raceworski.
Delish.
White
That's really
nationalist.
a reference right there.
That's right. He was literally taking like the 1488 super chats and
Did
shit.
you
and was,
put
like, selling
Instagram
it to
thought
people.
in there?
Yeah, I got that.
At one point, I don't know if this was just existed purely on tweets, but do you remember when he was going to buy property in Portugal and develop it and shit? So property developer.
Developer grift.
I think that was more part of the travel blogging stuff, but yeah, sure.
Oh, remember the radio? He had the radio show too. Remember that Volution Radio?
Yeah, Violation Radio or whatever. Volition
Radio show.
Volition Radio.
I was put Shock Jock.
Abortionist?
Abortionist.
That was with Geek Thulu, right?
Oh yeah, remember the
Was
time
that
he
Anal
scammed
Vape
that
or
money
Geek
to
Thulu?
sue the SPLC?
Yeah, the SPLC. Remember the cult of Warski?
Cult
Remember when
leader,
he
yeah.
wanted to start the cult?
I mean, he is a
After
cult leader
Miami?
now, technically.
Yeah. I would say cult leader.
Molestation survivor.
He had like a super. He also
Oh
had
yeah,
a-
he did. what is that called? With, like, well, I already have Ghost Hunter on there. What do you? Oh wait, no. He wanted, didn't he want to do like coast to coast radios type shit?
Well, he wanted to do a
Oh
journal.
yeah, Pedo Hunter.
Pedo Hunter.
Oh yeah, Pedo Hunter.
And he also wanted to be an investigative journalist. Remember, he wanted to go to like events and interview people. Like, remember, he had planned to go to the furry
MTV.
convention.
He went to like the MTV thing, didn't he? Or
he
that
went to
YouTube thing.
Yes.
You know that YouTube convention? He was like interviewing people.
Yeah, the one where he's got the picture with him and Sargon and all those guys.
I'll just put journalist.
Journalist.
There's so many.
I'm from Israel.
Each and every one of them have failed.
Oh yeah, revenge pornography
is now. Like, what is this current era of Wooski? What is this? Is this just the terminal end?
Art Wrangler.
Remember,
because at least all of the others
He's
had in
just-
common
he's just,
some sort of lofty
bullying retards for
ambition,
their
some
money.
sort of profession to tie it to, but this doesn't.
Remember, Andy wanted to be like a pickup artist
that's-
guy, teach men how to
one
get
word.
women.
Oh yeah,
Oh
pickup
yeah,
artist.
pickup artist. Yeah.
Holy shit, boys! I you don't even realize how many of these fucking little scam grifts he had.
So many.
I guess what is this? What is he now technically? What is this?
What is he now? Because all of the others had some sort of vocation or profession to tie it to. Seal? Is that what he is now? Seal? Clapping seal?
Oh,
OBS monkey. He's an OBS monkey.
He's an adult baby daycare. That is what he is. Just like DSP.
Adult, yeah, he is an adult daycare.
It's something
man.
that, you know,
If you want to find old stuff, you
it's something boomer parents can put on when their 30-year-old sons are at home. You know, they put on the Kino Casino. They can sit their 30-year-old sons in front of the TV and then just hope that they don't touch any children.
You can add a minus purse pick on the years you don't want to search. If you do minus 2024, minus 2019 in the search bar.
Oh, Squire, you want to add his, his sober advocacy? Advocacy?
Oh yeah, sobriety advocate.
Yes.
Like after comedian, do minus 2024, and then do that and then for a few other years that are recent. And I'll get rid of results from this year. And so if you keep adding years, you'll get the old stuff.
Oh my god. I can't believe this list is as long as it is. Jesus Christ.
This is a pretty
First video, Andy Watsky posts his prize cow PPP. What?
That's what he's saying. We got a few donos here. The Power Within for 5. Thank you so much. Saying, wow, Bloat Alaska is sure down the drain felted. Oh, and Andy asked PPP to say Power Hour over Newgrounds podcast.
Move for me!
Cooney and Power. Big
Move for
me!
me!
Hollywood style, baby. Hang on,
Alright. I'm gonna here, give me a second.
he's my homie, so just do this for him. I think he wants it for his intro. There you go.
Move for me.
Let's see if I can find the ear juice.
Move.
I have a question for Adam, though. It's a very obscure question. But you know the phrase you used, Kino Dogma 2007?
Kino Dogma.
I saw an old video of yours where you called it the Kino Dogma 2006.
Yeah, that's right. I think it originally was for 2006, but I just slipped up and said 2007 and it's stuck ever since.
Well, 2007, nothing was this. It was like a literal, like.
Well, no, the AVGN was around in 2006. Doug Walker, all the greats were there. 2007 is kind of where it all went wrong.
Is the Kino Casino really on IMDb? That's insane.
Well, Andy puts
Andy
puts himself in the credits.
Producer. I'm gonna add that to the list. Producer.
Yeah.
Well, Killstream was too, if you recall.
That's true. It was. Although I'm pretty sure someone fucking with Ralph put that up there. I'm pretty sure Andy put himself up there.
This was 6 years ago, by the way.
Isn't it wild?
Alright, I posted the list in the chat. If you boys want to look at it.
I feel really old.
Can you believe this was 6 years ago? You feel old.
Oh shit! I forgot musician. He tried to be a musician.
Musician. Oh shit. Yeah.
And, and he did
You
that
forgot all about
fucking-
that one.
And he did
Musician.
the jackass shit too. Remember?
Yeah, but that kind of goes with the IP2. I mean, yeah, okay, you can put Jackass. That was
Jackass.
Ashton's first thing too.
Isn't it
she's
kind
doing-
of sad how the sectors
God,
are the same two people for 6 years?
Well, Ralph is the sector, bro.
I mean, Ralph and PvP. And worse game.
Well, DSP is the sector now, boys.
What, Godwinson? How disrespectful.
I'm not the sector.
Okay.
I mean, this sector is just. I mean, it's smaller than it's ever been because
Yes.
I mean, it revolves around Ralph.
Sort of, yeah. Ralph's the lifeblood.
I mean, if anyone is the sector, Brian Dunn is the sector. You know,
Brian
most of the events in the
bizarrely,
sector
Brian
would never have
has
happened without Brian.
Brian is part of about 10 different sectors. You know, if we were
Yeah.
to list where Brian's been over the years, it would be double Warski's list, really.
What Brian does is he
Brian's currently
incorporates
in, like, three
everything into the
sectors
sector.
simultaneously.
Brian incorporates everything into the sector. Like Brian, the discords, he just calls them wherever he goes. He just calls them like they become part of the
Yeah.
sector.
No, but don't forget that
osmosis.
Australian sector that he's a part of. You know, that
Yeah.
League of Legends thing, whatever it is.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Brian's simultaneously in about 4 or 5 sectors all at once.
Well,
What's
he's
the
in
last
girl
time?
where I know Brian, like, he dips into, like, the girl world, the Chantel people.
He's all over that Hatry stuff as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's all into the Keemstar stuff. He's
Brian's
everywhere.
as big a character in the other sectors as he is here, you know.
He's a
Are you
legend
sure
in the
about
DSP
that?
sector.
I know the DSP stuff is like known for, but I bet Daddy's like big in those other sectors. When was the last time I knew?
It's also important to this sector. I mean, without Brian, you know, Jim would never have met his wife.
That's
And
true.
without Jade's help, Jim would probably not be alive today.
I don't know. It's all very curious with Jim, isn't it? Everything with him is like a walking contradiction. I don't know what to say about that guy. I guess Jim is the other
dying.
anchor,
And
right?
the evidence that he's dying is the fact that he's so mentally ill, he's posting it all on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, now
I mean,
he
that's
broke.
evidence of a
He
lapse.
couldn't hold it back anymore. Like, he wanted to share everything for years, and he had to delete everything. Like, he'd share everything, and then he'd delete everything. Because if you go back, even when he was Jim81 Jim, like, his he posted his own full docs and everything.
Not
Like, he
full,
wanted
like,
everybody to know all his
name,
personal
birth
business even
date,
back then.
City, pretty much everything except like the last day.
This guy in chat, Timewalk, said Brian cursed Jade, and that is a very correct statement. Like, that poor woman, what Brian did to her by introducing her to Jim, I don't think that can ever be forgiven.
I introduced Jim to his wife. I was there. We've heard a lot of conflicting reports.
I mean,
about
people
that.
forget, but he actually did. He actually did.
We've
Like,
heard a lot of
Brian
conflicting
knew Jade
reports
way
about
longer
that.
than Jim knew Jade.
I don't know. I've
Stop
heard that.
telling lies about me!
I've heard that Brian didn't actually do that, but that's Brian. That'll always be Brian's claim to fame. I introduced you to your
I've heard that
wife, you
Brian was
piece
a
of
very,
shit.
very incidental character in this fabled Skype where they all met, right?
I don't think he was incidental. We basically know he wasn't incidental. Now we do. He wasn't incidental.
Aren't all those streams archived? I'm pretty sure you could go back and watch those streams.
What
no, there was a
That should
there was
all
a
be up.
Skype that they all used to talk on.
Yeah.
Outside of the streams.
There was
All of
way
the
more
Renegade
going on
leaders were
off
part
the
of.
streams than on the
they
streams.
always
in
they
typical
always
Brian
stream
fashion.
from that Skype. They always stream
Yeah,
from
but
that
there
Skype.
was stuff
I
behind
think
the
I
scenes.
distinctly remember. No, I distinctly remember because he asked him on stream one time. He told Jim this, and he said the only question Jade had about you was if you are fat. and then they all laughed. I remember something like that. I think that, but that's all so long ago. Who
I
really
don't-
knows?
I've heard different accounts of that story. They all contradict Bri, but all right, are we going to go back to this? We got 2 minutes left.
But I would believe it. Brian knows so many people, and who the fuck does Jim know? Jim never leaves his house.
Brian knows
And
everybody.
he's never talked to a girl, as we know.
Brian knows if there is a freak out there, Brian knows them and has had personal conversations with them. Every single time I come across, like every single time we've come across a person who is like mentally disturbed and like we're fascinated by it, Brian's like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I talked to him about Discord. He's a piece of shit. I want to fucking kill him. He doxed my house. He tried to kill me. You know, it's like the same bullshit every single time. It's like, Brian, how do you know this person? That was like with remember with like Dark Ninja? Dark Ninja appears and Brian's known him. Brian's like, oh yeah, he's the UPS driver.
Hates women. The super chatters piss him off.
I
so
miss the coverage. I'm pumped.
Real bread and butter Fuentes content there. Then I have some
Bread and butter
from Kiwi
Fuentes.
Farms,
Bread and butter.
Amazing.
where Nick is talking about
potatoes,
this
you mean
ideal
potatoes.
utopian city. That if he was in charge of a city state, how it would be.
Just men
And he says that he would. He says that he would have legal prostitution.
Did he say that or did you say that?
Which is
Cat
like,
boys.
what is the difference between this then and modernity, buddy? Like, is this? He
Hold
says
on a second. I'm confused.
state how it would be.
Just men
And he says that he would. He says that he would have legal prostitution. Which is
Cat
like,
boys.
what is the difference between this then and
Cat
modernity,
boys.
buddy? Like, is this? He says that we're going to be Catholic, but not too Catholic, so none of us are going to pray.
Remember when Andy
or actually
Warski wanted to
follow
make
the
his own
religion.
ethno state of nothing but trannies?
Yeah, I remember that. The Trapno State.
Yeah.
Trapno State.
But we're just going to pretend that we're Catholic for the aesthetics and vibes.
We're
It's
just
a
gonna
real
pretend like
mask
we're
off
normal,
moment.
you guys.
He's talking about injuries, how he's afraid to go to the doctor with some
Of course,
Fuentes.
he's doing like that
Then we're going to
fake
talk about
fucking react
Ralph
head. Oh,
What?
Ralph versus who? He just about to say Ralph versus someone.
afraid to go to the doctor with some Fuentes. Then we're going to talk about Ralph versus Dark Side Phil.
It's amazing.
So Ralph
Oh. Nothing
ever
was
happened.
supposed to do the
Yeah,
Fuck
nothing literally happened.
DSP festival.
Like
It was
5
supposed to
tweets
be
and
the
a little
ultimate
video.
destruction of Phil.
They're gonna make a whole show about it. Out of the 5 clips and some DSP commentary, they're gonna make a whole show out of it. 10 hours.
Ralph was too pilled out and drunk to do it. He's blaming us for not being able to do it.
Yeah.
He's saying he's scared. He doesn't want to be puppeteered.
Fuck, I
think
forgot
what
about the
happened
furry
is
grift.
Ralph
Yeah,
saw
furry grift.
the promo Phil cut on him, and he was shook.
It's so good.
He was shaking
It's
in
funny.
his shoes. He was scared.
It's
the
funny, it's
king
funny.
there, Dark Side Phil, took Ralph to task. Bent him
Have the
over,
detractors
fucked
seen this
his
yet?
ass.
I can't.
Are they
And
losing their
Ralph's
minds?
Scared.
I
Ralph's
don't know.
running. He's afraid. And then we're gonna probably finish it off tonight with some Ghost
Impressive.
Stalker.
That's for tomorrow.
I miss.
and that'll
I
be-
miss. I miss.
That'll
I
be
miss
day
our show.
1, and then tomorrow we're gonna do the vice presidential debate.
Yes.
So that'll be at
Who gives a
9
fuck?
tomorrow.
They're gonna do the
that'll
vice
happen.
presidential debate.
Whoa, wait a
What?
minute.
Wait, what?
Didn't he tell you that, like, no, we're not covering politics anymore? Politics is boring.
I don't want to. Yeah, he didn't want to do politics. It was too controversial.
That's weird. I'll
gonna
pay
do
pig
my
my
dubs
request
tomorrow.
They've never
for that.
done a presidential debate. Why would they do a vice presidential debate now?
Yeah, it makes no sense. The fuck?
Okay.
I don't
Things
know.
that the well
Continue.
is really
Continue.
dry over in Kino Casino Land.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're gonna do
this.
merch,
I mean,
we're
I
gonna
thought
do the
you know they've
Ralph's-
been gone months. I thought they'd come back with something better than this.
What are
Yeah.
you gonna do with Andy Warski commentating over a vice presidential debate?
He just said a word that doesn't.
I mean, what is he gonna do? He's gonna make
If there
noises.
will- If their well is dry, your well is drier because your well is from their well.
I create the well, bro. I dug the well.
September update, Review Tech update, and Laura Loomer as well. We have a special flashback of Laura Loomer.
Whoa,
Flashback of Laura Loomer. Whoa, we're
is it
really
gonna be
desperate.
The bread stream that fucking's been covered a million times by everyone?
Holy shit, we're really
Holy
digging.
fuck.
We're really.
Oh,
we're picking through. We're picking through the thrown out
they're trying
scraps.
to branch out.
Yeah.
This is why they're trying to branch. Oh, that's
We're
sad.
picking through the scraps now, boys. Laura Loomer.
Well, you know what? I mean, it sucks because they probably don't have anyone to look up any clips for them anymore because Kyler got fucking turbo doxed by the detractors.
Yeah.
Fucking Billy Kavanaugh got fucking turbo doxed. The other fucking, guy in their little writer's room.
The clip channel's still up.
Yeah, well, he's not going anywhere.
Well, he's not going to go anywhere, but he's definitely not going to help as much now that Andy got him doxed. So.
I don't think that guy even cares, to be honest, because that guy has been doxed like 8 times. I think the other ones are more shook than he is. I mean, he's been doxed over and over and over again.
No, should I just start reading out some of the names in my fucking...
Oh my God, Squire, calm down.
2 days of content.
Should I start reading out the names, buddy?
2 days, but we're planning on
we'll keep going.
We're going to keep going.
Yeah.
And
We're
of
gonna
course,
keep
as new
going.
stories happen, we'll be reporting on them
Cover
as
all
well.
this amazing
So
content.
check in 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Kick tonight. We're going to be in costume. We're kicking off
8:30. Are they live?
I guess. Well, I mean, it's going to be like an hour-long intro.
In
So.
4 minutes.
But are you?
Yeah, it's gonna be 5 FISA songs.
I wanted to wrap this at 2.5, so we got about 20 minutes. Let's see.
Just wanted to point out, you're saying the whole thing's dead, but I'm just looking at that video they posted, right?
Yeah. There's nothing so far. They're not live.
Can you go back to the YouTube video for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, go back to the video.
So, 1,500 views, 261 likes. I don't know, buddy. I mean, it's more alive in this place.
Well, of course it's more alive than here.
Mind you, Andy literally has all his pay pigs in the server, like, constantly, like, refreshing and watching the videos over and over and over again.
Well, that's true, yes.
Not something we made up. That's what Ashton told us that Worski does.
But
They don't believe us anyway when we say
Persip has
this.
Brian on 50 socks sitting in the chat, refreshing over and over. So
Yeah, I have Brian. So.
Just the rear view, but I am.
That's why you'll notice 1,000 views get cut off my streams after 3 days because it's all Brian socks. They all have the same IP address. It's all Brian.
Did you see on your last stream? There was, as the stream ended, there was a guy in the comments, the same profile, and he did 30 comments. And I thought immediately, this has to be Brian. Total meltdown.
Oh yeah,
30
you know what? I
comments.
want to. That was
2 hours
interesting.
later, all the comments were gone.
All the comments were
2 hours
gone.
later, all the comments were gone.
I know. I tried to show them, but they were all deleted. Look, so let's see comments. Why can't I see the comments now on this stream? That's weird. Where are my comments? There we go. Okay. Let's see. None of them are there anymore. There were 40 comments. He deleted them all?
I think Brian woke up the next day and thought, "Wow, this was delusional."
Yeah, they're all deleted. They're all gone. What the fuck?
He woke up from the Brian zone and just deleted all of them.
Holy crap, you're right. They're all gone. I had 100 notifications yesterday in this video.
There's one. Joe
yeah,
Brown,
but
3506, that was it. But he had 30 comments.
He had like over 30 comments. Yeah.
Is that a reference to Ayn Rand too?
See, you could see he's being tagged over and over again, but the comments are all gone.
Go to the bell. Click the bell per sec.
My bell?
And scroll down. You can see a preview maybe of the comments. Yeah. I saw his name there. You missed it. If you go up, back up. Right there.
Yeah, here's one. Get a real job. But there was like 30 or 40 of these.
A lot of them. There was a lot of them. Like the stream just ended and there was like 15 comments and it was
Let's see
all
if I
John
scroll
Gold.
further back. Let's see. No. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Like, it just... Yeah, they're all gone. I don't understand it.
It was just Brian woke up from the Brian zone. He exited the Brian zone.
Oh,
and he
look
saw
at
those
this
comments and he
comment.
thought,
I didn't even
"Whoa,
notice
shit."
this comment. Persip, I wanted to Massberg here and just for a second to give you some solace that you aren't losing your mind. It is correct to say complex numbers are related to the higher dimension. Yeah, I know. Surfer didn't understand what I was talking about. And when I tried to explain it to Surfer, he just goes, "You don't know the definition." And I said, "Surfer, you're trying to say like infinity and an infinitesimal. It's not a real number. These are like concepts. There's no such thing as a quantity that is approaching zero. There's no such thing as a quantity that's infinite. That's not a quantity at all. So you can't do an equation when you... Whatever. It's unimportant."
Now that we got a few minutes left, I want to say this. I think you should do a stream. I think maybe like December or whatever, when Medicare does his like yearly I'm leaving stream, and just go over the entire history of Medicare. Like really research everything up, all the clips, all the things.
Well, the problem is that I've done so many streams on the Medicare stuff. We could cover this at the end now that we're done with the PPP video here.
But I mean, like a really solid one, like like the Gator stream, where you have everything laid out in a nice like 1 hour and a like half format.
The Gator stream, I'm best at... I'm the only person who could cover Gator and make him interesting.
On top of the Goblins and Gator stream, where he had like all the clips.
Yeah, well, fuck you, okay? I'm the only person who could cover Gator and make him interesting. That's what I heard. And you're right. I could do it with Jim. I gotta do that. The problem is I've covered it like 50 million times, you know? So I don't think, like, the audience, you know, is just gonna complain and throw tomatoes the whole time. And then, like, years from now, they'll say they like it. Like the Chaggett stream. Do you remember, like, the chat from the Chaggett stream at first? They were all like, "We hate this. We don't want this." Now it's like the greatest stream of all time. I don't understand it, how the chat's mind works, but...
Maybe we don't listen to the chat.
Yeah, well, they're
like,
irrelevant.
Half the chat is Brian Dunn. Half the chat is Brian Dunn, and he's gonna spam tomatoes either way.
So that's some new Medicare stuff that's like never been seen before, or well, has been seen, but it's been a long time since it's been erased seen. I have to find it all, but I think I could give you like a bunch of really good stuff.
Well,
I don't know, boys. Can we not? Jim is dying, you guys, remember?
Yeah. They are going live.
I don't really want to watch.
But I'm not interested, really. I'm with you, Squire.
I mean,
I'm kind of
someone's
tired
going
at
to
this
send
point.
me an image of whatever
it's gonna take
goofy
5
fucking
hours before they
costumes
go live
they're going to
anyway.
wear, and then I'll laugh at that. And that's
If they
like
talk
all I
about
really
me, I'll
care
talk about it. I tried to explain to Surfer that 0 is not, it's not technically a real number. It's imaginary and real at the same time. Because there's no such thing as something that exists in reality that is 0, but...
Well, nothing is nothing, buddy.
Right. Nothing is nothing. It's not a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No,
it has
it's
no
nothing.
quantity. Yeah. I was trying to explain that to... Surfer didn't understand what I was saying. He thought I was like almost like waxing philosophical or something. But, okay. Like when I talked about dimensions with Surfer, he thought I'm like talking about like alternate realities. He didn't understand what I was saying.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay, I get it.
Oh, you know what I mean? They have 0 clue as to what is going on at this point. Cancer,
I think you're
autoimmune,
dying.
kidney stones. Now the kidney stones are magically gone. Now it's something else, right? Or are the kidney stones back? The kidney stones keep disappearing and reappearing. Kidney stones, fragility fractures caused by osteo, heart attack, Loss of sensation. How does he have loss of sensation and numbness and say he's in incredible pain? Don't understand. Loss of mobility. Loss of hearing. Diminished vision. Getting close to the end.
1 year ago, by the way.
Yeah, it's a wonder drug. This is baby aspirin and Toradol. Toradol is like one of the weakest drugs we can give you. Toradol.
Yeah, but all these problems are magically fixed because he took a pill? He took a pill and magically he's not numb anymore and he doesn't have kidney stones anymore and his back is fixed.
I've never said Toradol.
Read that impression, by the way, in the screenshot he posted.
What's that now?
In the long image, read the impression.
The impression?
Yeah, it's in the screenshot. The long post is on your screen. Yeah. It's like the white text, the typewriter font.
Yeah.
Read the impression. It's like the final paragraph in
We
that.
read this already.
Oh, did you? Did you read the loss of body height?
Yeah, I read this. Okay. That's why I was confused what you meant. I definitely read that.
So that means he's actually probably shorter than Ralph at this point, if that's true.
So he says he moved completely over to opiates to control his pain, but now he's forgotten that, and now he's just starting opiates. He's just been starting opiates for 6 years.
Wait, so did Jim say he has cancer or he doesn't have cancer?
He doesn't know. He's making it up as he's going along, man.
Yeah, because I don't know if you have this one, Deep Throat. This is a classic. I posted it in the chat of the Discord here.
Yeah, the lymphoma, which is cancer.
He has cancer and lymphoma and autoimmune disease Hashimoto's.
Yeah.
Like, how many fucking diseases does he have?
Well, I think he counts some of the diseases like 3 times.
Man, there's the archive to that one. Man.
The Hashimoto's has been around forever. Cancer, lymphoma, and Hashimoto's. There are a lot of things going on that can't explain and don't fit under either, and it is confusing to them. What's it? This is 2021.
Yes.
So they started testing Jack. That's Jack 2 paraneoplastic syndromes, and enrolled me in a new program. Guess what? Jim didn't have any of those. He didn't have any Jack 2 mutations. He doesn't have paraneoplastic syndrome. He's not in any new program, and they still have no idea. It's been 3 years.
You should explain to the audience.
Got back on the cancer thing too. Like, I remember him saying that he does when he confronted Boogie. I think he said that it's not actually cancer what he has. It's this like maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know.
Jack 2, I think, is linked to red blood cells.
Yeah, it's like the production of them.
Yeah.
So that's also
I can't tell you exactly what the mutation is in the red blood cells. I don't remember, but I know it has to do with red blood cell production.
But it's not congenital, guys. He has like all these issues. None of it's congenital.
It's not congenital, no. I mean, it would have come up. He would have evidence. He would have a diagnosis if it was congenital.
What I'm saying is he just has all this stuff, but none of it's congenital, which totally makes sense.
None of it makes any sense. It makes less and less sense. When his newest stuff is so batshit nuts, it just makes no sense. You can't be going into hospice for 3 years and dying in terminal and get major reconstructive back surgery. It's just not going to happen. You could have a super rare illness and it's plausible. What's something that's not, well, it's not plausible. It's incredibly unlikely, but it's possible. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect you. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know what's funny? I've noticed in a lot of these older tweets, there's a lot of like people who are like medical people in like the comments, like, what? They're like all asking, what do you mean? Like, they're like, this doesn't make any sense.
And I mean, I don't even have that. I don't have an incredible amount of, education in in medicine, you know, I have a basic education in medicine. I've never heard of, now I do have a lot of experience in healthcare. I've never heard of any of these things that he brings up. Never seen it, never heard of it, never heard of somebody's eye going crazy and almost falling out of their head and then taking baby aspirin as a cure and then leaving the hospital. He literally, his story is, after he had a seizure, his eye is rolling around. He doesn't know where he is. He's incomplete, like he's completely fucked out of his mind. And then he gets up and leaves after a baby aspirin. It's just not a real story.
It was one hell of a baby aspirin, buddy. It fucking cured him.
Yeah, but if you have all of those things going wrong with you, are you really going to get up and leave the ER? Unless you're a hypochondriac and afraid of COVID? You know what I mean? He's died. He was supposedly on death's door. What are you afraid of COVID for? It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, people who are really dying don't really care that much anymore when they're towards the end. They just don't care anymore. But Jim is like, we had to leave the ER because I didn't want COVID. It's my eye falls out of my head.
Floating eyeball syndrome, buddy.
I never heard of anything.
Jim Edecker's like the purple man. He's falling apart.
I mean, paraneoplasty, that's like, we're really out there. You notice every illness Jim has is super rare, and he has all of them. He has all of the rarest illnesses all at once. Because the actual vector for that disease and what it actually is, it's not even really well understood. It's some kind of immune dysfunction when you have cancer where the cancer attacks your nervous system. But it's not particularly well understood. It's just that Jim has all of the rarest, most unexplainable illnesses.
After getting TB.
Yeah, the TB was, there's no diagnosis for TB in his medical report, so that was just completely made up. He just doesn't even acknowledge that. When you ask him about the tuberculosis, he just ignores you like that never happened.
Yeah, I did the math on it, and there was like one person in the entire state of Minnesota who fit his demographic profile that would have had one or two.
Well, Jim is that one person. And after he was the one in like 330 million people in the United States to get TB, he got super rare cancer. He got a rare congenital issue that is undiagnosable, that is turning his bones to glass. He got a rare congenital illness that is destroying his nervous system. He got a rare congenital illness that is causing him to have kidney stones and organ failure. He had a rare heart attack at 42 years old and survived it by some miracle. At 42 years old, he survived a major heart attack. All of it is just it's just nonsense. Pure nonsense.
All that stuff.
I'm tired of even pretending like this is plausible. He'd have a better chance of winning the lottery 20 times in a row.
There should be like a real doctor. Someone should have a real doctor to review this or something. Like
there really does need to be a real doctor's going to look at this and go, this doesn't make any sense. Just like every real doctor that Jim has gone to and told him, and done all these diagnostic tests, and they say, we don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, there are real doctors that are probably saying to him, like, we don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe your wife needs to stop feeding you like toxic waste or something. That's the only real explanation, is if Jim is like living in toxic waste. Then it makes sense if it's like he's like an Aaron Brockovich type case where they had like toxic waste and they were drinking it in the water and then their organs and bones were disintegrating. That's the only explanation.
Now, is he lying on purpose or does he actually believe it? Is the question.
I don't know. I really don't know. That is the most, that is the biggest question. Does he just have Munchausen's or what? I don't know.
It might be just psychiatric thing where he thinks it's all true and he's just being placated.
Part of this has to be psychiatric. Because every time he brings up the drugs, it's all psych drugs. Like if you looked at the drugs he's taking, half of them are psych drugs. Now I've heard of giving people who have horrible illnesses, a lot of times they give them an antidepressant or they give them Klonopin, anti-anxiety. Sometimes when they give them Versed even. They give them, you know, whatever to calm them down. But Jim has like a cocktail of psychoactive drugs and no drugs that treat cancer or bones or any of these other things. There's no explanation.
They're telling you to check SO Shaggy's Twitter for whatever reason.
Check SO Shaggy's Twitter. Okay, we'll check in with SO Shaggy.
And actually, one thing before I go, I just wanted to say, if you want new content, Perspic has been given the golden briefcase and fresh new keynote.
Yeah, I was gonna do a viewing with these guys, but now it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
I'm just saying, I have a lot of
Oh shit!
ideas.
What's this?
Total Casino Death. I declare war on the Kino Casino. This will be a 4-month campaign. Oh my god. For a year they defamed me. Time for me to tell the truth about their evil operation. Annihilation of Worski's corrupt Discord. Revealed top Jannies and capos. Expose the rot permeating. Let's see. Flaked and Baked. Medicare Masochist. Iron Wolf Spear. Well, that's another one. That's the easy docs.
Yeah,
Exodus Americanus. I'm not sure who that is. El Rari is another easy docs. He's been around forever. Remember when he used to hang off Donga's nuts? El Rari?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
That's the benefit of being like a super old fag. We recognize the names right away, Squire. Both of these two have already been doxed us. He knows it already. And 2 of these people have already been fully doxed, right? Medicare Masochist and Flaked and Baked.
I think it's supposed to be a joke. He has his picture in the.
Well, I know it's supposed to be a joke. No shit. Proclamation of Esoteric Shaggy. Well, if you do Esoteric Shaggy, it's like half a joke.
Yes. Yes.
Wanted for sweeping and faggotry. Tardsky Kappas. Gorgoth. That sounds familiar.
Who?
It sounds familiar, Gorgoth.
That does sound familiar.
Renegotiate.
Oh, I should send. I have. Oh yeah, that guy.
It's your boy
That guy's
Psycho. He was already doxed.
Oh, he's already doxed.
Raziel 1984. That's another person that's been around a long time.
I may or may not know all those names.
Yeah.
Like actually.
The Purple Haze and that Raziel 1984, I know. Rewards of $5,000, $1,000
Chad, if you want
each.
some easy money, you just gotta go to like Ralph's thread where he got all the people doxed from Killstream Live and just fucking all the names are there.
Oh, wanted dead or alive, notorious faggots, pay piggies, Makuba, Helen Barrow, Duggum.
I don't even know those ones.
For aiding and abetting extreme gluttony, alcoholism, drug abuse, and for introducing box wine into the Canadian territory. And what's the last one? O'Seer. That one sounds familiar.
Oh, fucking O'Seer. Oh, that piece of shit.
Yeah. Lord Aragon.
That guy is...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lord Aragon's a Phil Pay Pig.
Yeah, we know who these guys are. And
yeah.
Mr. Ballwell. That one I don't know. Mr.
I don't know that
Ballwell.
one
That must be a chain.
But
that must be a
guy
paper.
has literally banned, I think, probably like 10,000 people
Everybody.
from Warski's
Yeah,
chats.
anybody, and even the slightest negative comments.
Like,
are banned.
if you even said, like, Andy looks off today, you get banned immediately.
Yeah, I'm banned.
That guy's easy to dox too. That's an easy one. If you want some easy money from Shaggy there.
This campaign will fully uncover the filth, the groomers, pederasts, and furry cross-dressers who make up the rank and file of the Kino Casino. Fortunately, Andy Worski leaked this unholy alliance between the sickest freaks imaginable. Their fates are sealed. Well, let's watch this clip.
This guy never did that in my chat. And then the rules now
this is
are
about
going
Derek?
to become, now if you
Derek.
ever do anything that's deemed immoral,
Derek?
Phil might ban you from his.
The thing with Derich is, I'm not making any excuses for Derich, but he is like literally mentally retarded.
Yeah,
the
like he
guy's
shouldn't
literally
even be
mentally retarded.
like he shouldn't even be allowed online. Like he should literally have like a fucking handler. Like he doesn't like understand shit. He's like completely like low functioning autist.
He's really
Yeah,
low.
well, his parents thought
really
DSP was his handler.
Yeah, well, the parents literally had
you gotta watch your
DSP
fucking
raise him.
kid. He's like retarded. He doesn't know any better.
No, they literally. Derek has been watching DSP since he's like 13.
Since a kid, yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind
DSP
of
did raise him. That's like his
They
son.
literally put it. That's why he's like a weirdo degenerate now. It's 'cause of fucking Phil.
I don't know if it's because of Phil, but definitely Phil compounded the issue for sure.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think Derek stood
That
a
is what
chance.
these people create, you know? The Kino Casino and TSP, these adult daycares for retarded people. You know, that's the kind of person that comes out of this.
The community, like an
Let's see what this
someone else,
says.
and then they move on to
Sometimes in
someone
life,
else
Things
until
are
it's
in Woski's Discord, sitting there right now.
Sometimes in life you have to hold the L, and sometimes bad people
Yeah,
are gonna
Ashton.
win.
Yeah,
But that's just
Sometimes
the
you
reality.
gotta hold that
You
L,
have a
buddy.
pedophile.
Sometimes
your
bad
audience
people
is full of
win.
pedos.
Pedophile, and you're basically admitting
Sometimes
he's a
they lose.
pedophile.
Oh no! Let me
review
say this.
this on the
Okay,
Kino
okay.
Casino.
I
So
will say this. I don't know anything about that because I make it a philosophy. I do not personally
Oh my God,
research
these
my viewers.
customs
I
suck.
think that's fucking creepy. That I would spend my time every time that someone says something about someone. I got to go search their socials. I got to go to their YouTube page and someone
Oh,
else.
please,
And then they
Phil. Derek literally was like doing massive shout outs to Phil in between, like, you know, like Dixie wrecked, you know, like Dixie loves cum or something on Twitter, you know. I loved your fisting scene, Dixie loves cum.
Shut up.
By the way, I love Phil. Today, this is the anniversary of Phil playing Dark Souls. It was like literally like right in between. So Phil absolutely knew.
Oh
Hey,
shit!
Dixie,
Are
you're right.
the costumes been revealed?
Yes,
Check,
yes, they are live.
check their stream.
That's
They
all
might
I
have
wanted to
revealed
see was the costumes.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh my God!
Fucking God!
Adam, wake the fuck up, Adam! Wake up! Wake up, Adam!
5 subs, Discoy knows.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
God!
Holy!
Gimco brand felt.
And the name,
Oh my
in the words of Kino Casino,
I don't wanna hear
holy!
Has gifted 10 spooky stuff.
Look at Andy.
So
Holy
Ashton
shit.
literally dressed up as John Wayne Gacy? He's dressed as John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, he is.
5 subs.
Hold on, I gotta get a good one of this.
Can you mute it? Holy fuck!
This is all they make, these crazy fucking noises. No, it's all part of the demonic experience, Squire.
I'm not. I can't listen to this shit. Look at all this shit. What the fuck?
Has gifted 10 subs. Suffer Horse has gifted 5 subs.
He literally looks like fucking John Wayne Gacy. What are you doing?
The moon for 5.
Why would he
Oh my
dress up
God,
as
look at
John
the
Wayne
fuck.
Gacy?
Demilitarized has gifted 5.
What the fuck, man?
Revolutionary genotype.
He comes back off the pedal thing and he dresses up as John Wayne Gacy.
Faber has
Oh
gifted
my God.
5 subs. Review B.
What the fuck, man?
Has gifted 10 subs.
Did he shave his head?
What a great start to Kino.
I don't know what is going
Oh
on,
my!
man.
This is fucking disturbing.
What the
Holy shit.
fuck? Adam, wake up.
Yeah, fucking mute it. The chat's
Once
right.
again,
Fucking
just
mute
put
it.
the effort into it.
Hold on.
I bet you missed us.
Oh
Mute it.
my God. Holy
I like all
shit.
the autistic
Look
screaming.
at Ashton. He literally looks like he's dressed like Jim Sterling. He's literally wearing makeup. Look at that. He's got clown makeup on.
It's John Wayne Gacy, bro.
Oh my god. Well,
an orange John. Look at this. Look.
Well,
look at the comparison.
We need a side by side, buddy. But by the way,
I have
Andy's
a side by
just
side
like-
on the stream.
Well, I can't see it. Andy's literally dressed like Teddy Caesar, by the way. Like, he literally looks like Teddy.
He's supposed to be Charlie Brown.
Well, he looks like Teddy, though. He's got a bald cap on. Oh my god. Oh, that's freaky. Now I'm seeing it.
But last year they were living together, and Woski always put all the makeup on PPP. Who's putting the makeup on PPP this year?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, whoever did it did a shitty job because you can see it on the neckline where it's not covered all properly. Is Ashton wearing a bald cap or did he shave his head? It doesn't look like a bald cap, but it's hard to tell.
He just has a pumpkin thing on his headset, and you just can't see us. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand. Why would he come back as John Wayne Gacy? This is really going to kill the pedo accusations.
Because he has no self-awareness, buddy. That's why.
This reminds me of, like, you know, like Quiet on Set? So they go to the pedophile's house, right? And the pedophile is
dressed like a pumpkin.
Has not only he's dressed like a pumpkin. He not only has, so if you watch Quiet on Set, right, they go to this pedophile's house. I can't remember his name currently because I'm so distracted, but they go to his house and he's got like paintings from John Wayne Gacy, and then he has like signed letters from John Wayne Gacy in the house. This is what it's like.
Yeah. That's what this is.
Yeah, Ashton, do you have signed paintings from John Wayne Gacy in the house?
Well, we know that
look at them dancing around like retards. What the fuck is this?
We know Joey Beezer has
what are
signed
these
hat.
dances and shit?
He's got the signed hat.
Like, what is this?
I don't know.
What is this?
I don't know.
That is fucking disturbing, though. Like, I can't believe, like, oh.
Look at the little dances Woski keeps doing.
He's got to know that he looks like one of the most notorious pedophiles in history, serial killer pedophiles in history. Like, he's got to know. It's got to be on purpose.
Like,
what is this little weird
to read up on, like, how to hypnotize retarded people? Woski read that up while they were on vacation.
He's doing the fucking
tricks. He's doing retard
dance. It's the fucking retard dance. Oh my god!
Without sound, he looks so retarded.
Like, he's gonna have to step his game up. Like, holy fuck! Oh god!
Why? What is this outfit, though?
I don't know. I'm stealing that fucking meme he posted, though.
Oh, I've already posted on Twitter and stuff. That's what I've been doing in the background.
That's beautiful.
In chat there, I think some quick ducky. He says he's excited for the Beardson segment. This is a really good.
No one is excited for the
Beardson segment. Nobody's excited.
You have to be severely dented.
Why?
Because there's like crazy.
When even was the last time they talked about Beardson on the Kino Casino? Like that had to, it has to be have been at least a year since they brought up Beardson. Like, who cares about Beardson?
Because Nick loves me. And Wurzelroot loves me, and it's like he's on like the verge of tears. The verge of tears, trying to cope that his life.
I think Ashton actually shaved his head. I don't think that's a ball cap.
I don't know. I'm so confused by what's going on that head.
Cap, it's a really good ball cap because you can't even see any kind of like hair bulbs or anything.
There's so much like DSP versus Ralph and now Cog.
DSP versus Ralph.
Well, apparently Phil and Cog have been having.
Does Andy have a black eye?
Andy always looks like he has a black eye.
Well, he really looks like he's got a black eye tonight.
Like, how low
I mean,
can
but
Phil
I
go?
think the costume pretty much
Stoop
confirms
to
that they're
battle with
just
the
not going to talk
gangster?
about the pedophile accusations.
Well,
No, of
no, I
course
mean
not.
that's
They're
for the
like
best.
They're just
tripling
not gonna
down
do
on
it.
it.
That's for the best. But I wouldn't come back dressed as John Wayne Gacy and not talk about the pedophile allegations. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
What would possess you to dress up as John Wayne Gacy as a pumpkin? Does he think the pumpkin makes a difference?
Oh, it can't. It just never ends with him. It's
He even has the John Wayne Gacy eyebrows.
quick clog update. For those of you
Clown
who don't
eyebrows.
know.
Cog update. Oh my god. Turn this shit off. Turn this fucking shit
There's
off.
a cog
maybe PvP
update.
didn't.
Turn this
You don't want to hear the
shit
cog
off.
update? Alright.
Turn this shit off.
I'm so fascinated.
They
Alright, can we
completely
just
lost
mute it?
their
I just like
cog
looking at
update.
him. I'm horrified.
I don't want to look at this anymore.
I'm
That's
so horrified.
horrifying.
This is like Hellraiser. The Hellraiser music is
I have
so.
a
This is
crackpot-
for real
I have a
satanic.
crackpot theory. I have a crackpot
Go ahead.
theory.
Go ahead.
I think whoever did the makeup for PPP didn't even make the connection with John Wayne Gacy, and whoever did the makeup for him really wanted to pull a prank on him.
How do you
You
not
think
know
it's-
he?
it's
How do
maybe
you
a
not
secret
know that looks
analog?
like John Wayne Gacy?
I don't know. He kind of looks
Maybe
like
he
a
didn't look in
cross
the mirror.
between. He looks like a cross between Gacy and the Bjork Stalker.
Yeah, and the Bjork Stalker. Well, yeah.
It's like a weird, unholy.
the lines.
like,
the lines
child.
on him look like the Bjork Stalker. Yeah,
He's just like
below the head.
Bjork Stalker mixed with the fucking John Wayne Gacy. Oh my god!
It's terrifying.
And then Andy just looks like Teddy.
Yeah, Andy just looks like a guy in a Charlie Brown
Yeah,
shirt with the
Andy,
bald
Andy
cap.
put no effort into his costume.
Zero effort.
No, zero effort.
He did
as
put
usual.
Ashton. How long do you think it took him to even do that?
I don't know. I literally think what he does is he probably just gets one of those little kids bathtubs, you know, that the little kids pools, and just fucking throws it full of paint and just fucking rolls around in it. For
I
a
think,
minute.
well, there's like a sprayer that you could use. It's like, you know what they use for like the spray tans, and you could just spray yourself down. And he must just draw on the rest of it. But it's quite elaborate. Somebody had to have done that. He didn't do that. If he did it, I mean, I don't even know what to say if he did do that outfit.
Maybe Worski's meth maid came over and did it for him.
Wow. I mean, it's so
Look at the
obnoxious we
stretch.
can't really listen to it, so we'll kind of leave it here, I guess, and we'll pick back up on
I mean,
this
do we
tomorrow.
really need to say anything else?
Yeah, we do. Of course we do. There's
I
always
don't
more to say.
want to be a clown, buddy. I'm not a clown. You know, when you put the like DSP says, once you put the clown makeup on, it doesn't come off. Buddy.
Well, we were talking to a guy, Squire. When when we quote him, it said that was a guy that died. Like, that's a corpse that's been dead in the ground for like 4 years. You know what I mean? It's not the same guy. Wow.
I made $100,000 last year. Look at how I don't care.
I'll give him props on the effort, and he has such an elaborate costume on, and he's next to Andy, who's in a dollar store, like literally a dollar store Halloween costume.
Like a garbage bag. Like his bald hat is like way too big for his head.
Well, you know, like the clearance, like at the dollar store, a lot of times clearance after Halloween, they'll have like the really terrible Halloween costumes. That's what Andy just picked that up, and it was just like, okay,
I mean, how come Joey Beezer couldn't have just sent him a fucking nice costume? Like, what the fuck, Joey?
Well,
Get your
Andy
shit
was
together.
too coked out to figure out how to put on anything besides a t-shirt. And a beanie
the
that's
biggest clown on his own show.
it's just a beanie that's skin colored.
Yeah.
It's not even a bald cap. That's giving it too much credit.
Is it even a Charlie Brown shirt? Because it looks like a sumo wrestler shirt or some weird shit. Look how it's folded
so
in the middle.
It's so confused. It's just so confused.
I don't know what's going on. But Ashton's really looking very feminine in this fucking pumpkin outfit, though, I gotta say.
Well, yeah, he looks like John Wayne Gacy as a 600-pound lesbian. He really is super androgynous looking in that outfit. Because it looks like he has real women's tits.
He does have vertical stretch marks. That's true. Look at that. That's
Well,
kind
I
of
think
raw.
that's drawn on clearly, but it makes him look like the Bjork stalker. You know, because it's lines on a pumpkin, but
yeah,
it just makes him look more like a Bjork stalker.
It looks very
What is he
off.
doing? He's getting gayer and gayer and gayer. I swear to God, he's flicking his wrists around and.
Maybe his boyfriend painted him.
Yeah, Kryler could be Charlie Brown.
Yeah, where's Kryler? He could have been Charlie Brown. And
Kryler's
Andy could have been
stuck
Snoopy. Andy could have been Snoopy. Like, what the fuck?
Too much effort.
That's way too much effort.
Too much
Pieces of shit.
A million, like, while I was taking the
Oh, God, why'd you put the audio
vacation,
back on?
I hear I had a new co-host. You had a new co-host. I'm back on co.
Apparently you were on going to Locale Live?
I'm now a Locale Live
How would that
co-host.
even make sense?
What the fuck
No
are they
one
talking
said
about?
that.
They just come up with the craziest fucking shit.
Literally.
The crazy shit. Tetrabax has gifted 20.
Ruin it.
Oh my god.
It's so painful,
wanna
isn't it?
talk
You
about
can't
the
even
serious
listen to it.
accusations in this.
All right, we're ending the stream. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hang on, we gotta end on a palate cleanser. Should I pull something out of the archives, buddy?
Yeah, come please. Please.
Let me find something.
Everybody screaming, mute it, mute it, mute it. Why do
Should
they
we-
have to do that scream?
Let's get some real fucking content.
Because they have to make it entertaining.
They have
for
to
their
appeal to
retarded
children. You're right, chat. They have to appeal to
It's
children.
for the children. It's for the children.
Well, they're always screaming. If you ever watch like that Minecraft shit or like PewDiePie or any of these people, Markiplier,
oh yeah, look at like Ninja.
they're
Ninja
always
does that
screaming.
shit.
Yeah, Ninja.
Yeah.
They're always just screaming. Screaming,
All right.
screaming, shrill screams like a woman the whole time. That's the
All
whole
right,
thing.
chat. I have the whole archive in front of me. What should I? What kind of content? What should we end with?
They said Adam and Persip are broke. Well, I know that I think they probably are talking about me because I read his lips and I saw Persip, but we can't even listen back to it because they're stuck on it. We can't.
Well,
even
someone will
listen.
clip it out. I'm sure.
No, they won't.
If anything,
They
of
never do.
interest to say.
I'll
Let's
go.
see.
I don't know. Let's just end this. Come on, Squire. Give me a.
Well, I'm
we've
looking.
gone too long.
Give me something. I told you. Give me. I'm literally in the whole archive. I don't know what the fuck.
Give me a Cooking with Surfer.
Oh. All right. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's a real palate cleanser.
Should we do? I think we've done Surfer foreshadowing Ashton's future. We got. Oh, that's a good one, but I don't know. We can't play this one.
I'll get flagged down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't play this one either. Shit. Oh, fuck! I have the
Sustainable,
I have.
think, every day, but there will be
perfect.
something.
Yeah.
Pretty much every day this month. So that's the expectation we want to set. The odd day we might be off, but for the most part, from the 1st to the 31st, you're going to get a stream every day. Also on the Gumroad, I'm doing my own version of Monster Madness. You might have seen the first review.
How long is this going to
over on the
look?
Kino
You can see the
Cathedral
paint
channel
melting
I
off
reviewed.
his
I saw
chest.
the TV glow.
Look at
It's
that.
some tranny propaganda, buddy.
Did you jack
Don't
off?
Look at he's melting.
Fuck off. No.
Look, he's melting.
No,
The paint is melting around his
Yeah,
neck.
so Ash is gonna be doing that. His own
Look at that.
version of Monster Madness. You should probably
He's
make your own
melting.
name for it. Also
Oh
on
my
the Gum
God.
Road.
Kino Madness.
Kino Madness.
So disturbing.
It's just called everything Tino.
I also on the month off after
Oh,
I came back from vacation.
don't wiggle
I
like
started
that.
coding on Unreal 5. I'm developing a game, and it's like amazing right now. It's going so well. I'll be posting devlogs on Gumroad. So if you're interested in that shit, Want to see what I'm
I'm
up
adding
to?
that to the
Go sub
list.
and watch that too. Plus,
What's
talk
that?
it up.
Game developer. Andy said he's a game
Are up
developer
today.
now.
That called season
I think
2.
he's
It's a new
actually
folder
done that
on
grift
top.
multiple times. The
Episode
game
23.
developer one. I
Oh,
forgot
just
about
want
that.
to
Yeah,
say to you
didn't
guys,
he-
we're
didn't he
doing a
develop a game
recap
for
of
like
all the
5
stuff
years?
we missed in
I think
September.
he's been saying
We're
that
also
for
going to be
years.
covering the news
Yeah,
stories as
he
they
has been
happen.
saying that for
But there
years.
was a lot.
We forgot
There
about that
was
when we
a
were doing the list.
in September. Holy shit.
All right, I added it. All right, turn this shit off. I sent you a link.
Okay.
Play that. Then they'll end us off on a high note.
All right, let's end this off. I don't even know what to say about any of this, Squire.
My friends,
That's
the
right, Chad. It's gonna be some
crisis
RPG
that
maker
I am
shit.
seeing today here in the UK
Kino Casino.
and other parts of the form
The sector.
is very
wait,
different
wait.
from what it's.
I gotta fix this because it was cropped on.
Oh, don't fucking crop it, buddy. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, it was cropped for their stream was cropped for Kick, but
The chat has to see this in its full glory. This is a real commercial, by the way. This was a real commercial. I'm not kidding. I thought I was like having like a schizophrenic episode one night, like watching like Cheaters
Television.
at like 3 a.m. And this was on. I was like, what the fuck?
well, Ralph plays this, so the audience is probably familiar with it. Ralph plays this all the time, but
Oh no, I'm talking about this exact ad. Like,
oh, this
you know,
exact
the
ad. Okay.
This exact ad, buddy.
Yes, I have seen this as well.
It's been in the past 20 years. The situation has gotten
We gotta play it
much,
from the
much
beginning,
worse.
buddy. Fuck,
In
we
fact,
didn't see
I
the
would
fucking
call it
cropped out
catastrophic.
part.
Okay. I gotta fix it still anyway. It doesn't make sense that it's cropped. It doesn't make sense in the cropping, but it's like
Get it
part of it's
together,
still cut
buddy.
off. What
How
the
come
fuck?
Andy can fucking do OBS and you can't? Like, what the fuck? That tells
I
us
could do
tells us a
OBS.
lot.
I could do it okay.
My friends, the crisis that I am seeing today here in the UK
Kino Casino.
and other parts of the form
The sector.
is very different from what it's been in the past 20 years. The situation has gotten much, much worse. In fact, I would call it catastrophic. Elderly are getting older.
There's Bubble Block.
Holocaust survivors are dying every day. These people are alone. These people
Oh my
feel
God.
abandoned. And they are.
Oh my god.
Like, look at me.
That's
I'm
poor
famished.
Holocaust.
I need some fucking cookies. I'm famished. I'm fucking wasting away to nothing. To nothing. Does nobody care for my plight? Like, this is like I'm in like Auschwitz or something. There's no cookies. What am I gonna do?
That is so sad.
Emaciated. Like, all of the
I know.
fat has been sucked out of
It's
my
tough.
face. I'm like a skeleton. It's crazy.
I want you to see the face, to see the eyes
That
of
poor
these
Jewish
people.
man.
Don't
I mean-
wait for tomorrow to help. When
It's
the
just
help
so
is
sad how the
needed.
world is treating these
right now.
Holocaust survivors.
Tomorrow, my
Clearly
friends.
starving.
It's tough. It's really tough.
It's tough.
Oh my god. Disabled,
Make sure you-
dying Holocaust
Make sure you give generously, chat.
Make sure you give generously.
survivor. Look, they have to fight each other for the last scrap of meat.
Exactly.
just-
They're literally fighting over the Hanukkah cookies.
Oh my god. The last two remaining Jews. So persecuted.
All right. So final word is holy fuck. Well, there's a lot popping off lately.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of shots are going to be fired. We'll see what happens.
Tough.
And any final words, Squire, for the audience?
Make sure you claim all of those pay pig bounties from SO Shaggy.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you could make
Like
some
I
money
said, they're
and
all
donate it to
very
me.
easy to find. You literally just go into Ralph's thread of the Killstream.tv or whatever the fuck that shit was called. All their names are there.
You have to give money because PPP can't eat any more Holocaust survivors. There's none left.
Yeah, there's none
nothing left to
You gotta
eat.
give. He needs more of your money so he can get even fatter.
So he can get fatter and look more like John Wayne Gacy for Halloween.
He should literally just wear a fucking clown outfit. Like, what the fuck? Where's just the giant fat clown outfit? That's what I want. So.
Well, he's in it. I mean, we just saw it, Squire. What do you mean, where is it? Where's the fat clown outfit? I mean, it was literally just wearing it.
Oh, and we also learned that Worski has had like over 40 different grifts over the year.
Yeah, 40 different grifts.
And now he wants to be a game developer. I'm a game developer, you guys.
Keno for real. Persit pay Brian $148 billion.
Yeah, pay Brian first.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Well, join us next time where we'll recap where we left off on this newest episode of the Scuffed Express. Juice!
Juice!
Where's my juice, caller? Did he leave? All right. Juice again!
I think he died.
Yeah, he's supposed to, if he's going to stay in here, might as well